What's going on, good people? It's your boy GSPN. I just want to watch some good swag football today for my Braves take the field. So we're gonna check out this Bethune Cookman and Jackson State game. If y'all ain't got who all in here watching with me, hit me up. Let me know you're watching. I'm gonna get the game pulled up. Should be a decent game. I know Bethune Cookman has some players injured, so I got Jack State for the win. I think I would have picked Jack State either way, but I think with the suspensions that BCU facing, I think that makes it even worse. So give me Jackson, but I hope BCU come out and make it a game. I hope they come out and fight, make it a game. It'd be real funny if they can win. Then I can have a little fun. But other than that, man, I got Jackson State pulling out at home. We'll see. We'll see. I believe Jackson State at home. Hey, Jackson State at home. Game get started in 1 minute. I'm gonna go ahead and get it pulled up for y'all. Make sure you like the stream. Sit down, wipe your feet, like the stream, and all that good stuff. Getting started in 1 minute. Rock out. Who y'all got Grambling or Alcorn today? I need to know in the comments. I need to know. Thanks for good luck to the Braves. Yes, we okay. All right, Natasha. All right now, Natasha. That's a nice profile. I got Alcorn. You got Graham. Thirty-one 14. Yes, sir. I think I'm going with that. Got the game loading up. I'm coming, y'all. Bro, I'm always late. Bro, what's taking this thing so long? Man, this is just my computer. Oh, everybody having this problem. Yeah, I like noon games, D-Lock. I ain't lying. The game's supposed to start at 12. But it's like HBCU game day. Going super slow. There's probably a lot of people on here right now. So y'all know how HBCU thing do. It's going super slow. I thought it was just mine. I'm over here resetting stuff and everything. I might have it now, y'all. Make sure if I close it up. Got it, y'all.
Ball knocked away. Not much yard there as we take a look at the lineups today for Jackson State up front. Mason Barton, DeAndre Towns Blue on his way to the Legacy Bowl. Bam Williams is a freshman who has really come on strong. Jameel Gardner Savage, who is a terrific story. We'll have more on him. Here we go. Second down and 9. Lockhart with time in the pocket, looking deep. Got a man. It's in stride. It's Jameel Gardner on his feet, and he is going to the house. An 83-yard touchdown pass to open this game.
Boy, the crowd is absolutely feeling this, but watch the route. The coverage was there. They saw him in man coverage, and then you're seeing the speed from Gardner. He just distances himself, and Lockhart, as we know, he is much more of a passer than Morgan. Lets it rip, breaks the tackle. What an effort by Jameel Gardner.
Wow, a stunning development here on just the second play of the game. Donovan Warren on for the PAT for Jackson State to give them a 7-0 lead. Kick between the uprights and good.
That was easy.
Just like that, the defending champs take a 7-0 lead, 2 plays, 84 yards, and they do it in 40 seconds. How about the freshman? Playing like a veteran here. 83 yards to the house. Jackson State takes the early lead.
They normally do anyway, so I think this might get ugly. Make sure y'all like the stream, share the stream for me. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the likes up. Did the band come? Did the Bethune Cookman band come? He ain't put no hands on him.
It's Javon Ross who brings it back 98 yards for a touchdown. And in 3 plays, we have 14 points.
Watch the hole open up. He leads it to the middle, breaks to the right, and then there's nobody. There's a good block there. Breaks the block, and that's just absolute speed. We heard Jackson State's coaches tell us that number 5, Ross, is a player they're very concerned about. Now we see why. Darren, we were hoping for a good game. We've got a great start, that's for darn sure.
He brought one back 85 yards 2 weeks ago against Mississippi Valley State.
Ooh, this crowd got real quiet.
Wow. Here's Juan Dominguez on for the PAT. And we are tied at 7, Steve. What a game.
This is how we get the party started here on HBCU Go.
Yeah.
Javon Ross.
Explosive beginning here in this one. Quick break.
That's what we're going to need this game. We're going to need this kind of splash plays there again. I don't think they'll be able to hang around, just head up. So they're gonna need some turnovers, some special team plays like that. Keep this thing close. Man, Javon is going. His best team's been shaky all year. I like Javon, man.
And all the crowd stomping plays.
They said, "Oh, yeah."
All the action is here. HBCU Go is your number one home for live HBCU football. The Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Saturday, November 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Presented by Crest. Smile. Crest has you covered.
Love local TV? The Local Now app has hundreds of TV channels and thousands of movies and shows, all free, all the time.
Are you kidding me?
National and local news.
What's happening in San Francisco?
And unlimited entertainment.
Deal or no deal?
No. Oh my God.
You were saying that a lot last night.
The best free TV. No credit card, no catch.
This is insane.
Local Now, free TV that starts in your city.
The energy is contagious.
This game just got big.
That's how we do it, fellas.
And better.
I need to hear y'all a little bit more.
Because we're back.
It's still a party here on HBCU Go.
And this season, it's about the grit. The grit.
Big Bison fam in the building.
And the clash of champions.
Congratulations. You guys did it again.
Every game is our championship game.
The 2025 HBCU Go football season is here. Only on HBCU Go.
And we welcome you back, 7-7. In case you just joined us, you have missed a lot of action. We're not even a minute in, Steve. We've had 2 touchdowns in 3 plays.
Yeah, for people of our age, this is like, when Mike Tyson knocked out Michael Spinks in 90 seconds. Like, if you were a little late getting to the stadium or getting your popcorn, you have missed some fireworks out of the gate.
Dominguez boots it away.
Jackson State can hit back.
Here's Simmons up the middle. He's got a crease, spins his way at the 35-yard line and is actually brought down by Dominguez, the kicker.
Dominguez was like, you are not bringing one back on me. I'm going to make sure of that. I saw what just happened, so not on my turf.
28-yard return as we take a look at Jackson State, who will get their second possession. We talked so much about the freshman Lockhart. You'd think that you've never seen a backup quarterback that is this poised and this young.
Well, again, though, Darren, this is his 4th start. He's seen some action. He came in against Grambling, when Morgan got hurt. So they love him. They absolutely, the coaching staff, we talked to them. They think he's got a bright future here as they finally get going in the run game. stretch it out horizontally before it turns upfield.
That's Denario Davenport who brings it left side, brought down by LaRon Davis. Again, 7-7 our score here in the early going. Darren Horton, Steve White, Shania Simone with you. Big game in the SWAC. Jackson State needs to keep winning in order to assure themselves of a ticket into the championship game. Play action for Lockhart. Steps over, buys some time, looks upfield again. A little too strong. That time he was looking for Janalen Dupree. They must see something on film and understand that Gabe White, a guy who is suspended for this game, a guy who was very prolific on the back end of the defense with a couple of interceptions. You take a look at Lockhart the last couple of games, the completion percentage sticks out, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, typically you say these are safe throws. Right now we've seen one safe throw. Everything else has been a shot play. So like you said, they're going to the open side of the field deep. And one thing about Lockhart, he can also run it.
That pass a little high.
3-0.
He was looking for number 5, Kobe Paul. So incomplete, 4th and 7. So Bethune-Cookman's defense holds. That's the big question coming into this game. Bethune feels very good about their offense. But defensively, they've been challenged 8th best in the SWAC.
Worst pass defense in the SWAC. I mean, they're giving up 200, more than 250 yards a game in passing. So that's another thing that Jackson State's been trying to take advantage of, but they just could not connect on that try.
Ball punted away. Malik Huggins is going to let it roll out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. So now we will get to see what the offense of Bethune-Cookman that we have yet to see. Cam Ransom, and they used 2 quarterbacks. Ransom is going to get the start today. He has got some size on him.
Yeah, Cam Ransom, he's a big guy. I mean, I was on the field before the game, and he's built like a linebacker. He's more of a runner. Both of these quarterbacks are left-handed as well. And I want you, this is something that jumps out on tape. Cam Ransom's pre-snap stance is a little different. It's a very wide stance with the left foot in front. But the Jackson State
Robinson spins his way maybe a yard. Jackson State has one of the best defenses in the SWAC as we take a look at the offensive line for Bethune-Cookman. Wells, Timothy Thornton, the focus is on him. He's a coach's son. He gets the start for Christian Loving, who was suspended for the first half of this game. Backs and receivers, Robinson, you saw him. Malik Huggins is a burner, very, very dangerous. They have to keep an eye on him.
Well, and also on 5, Javon Ross, who we saw return that kickoff.
Yes. Ransom with time. Now he wants to run. Cuts it.
Good move.
Nice pickup there. Maybe about 3 yards shy of the first down. A pickup of 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, you're going to see Ransom, tuck it and run it an awful lot. Like I said, he's a really big guy, but if he doesn't see his first read, as you saw it right here, he's more prone to tuck it and run than Timmy McLean, the other quarterback, who's going to sit back, be a little bit more patient, and let the ball fly. And one thing about Ransom, though, he can drill it. When he lets it go, he can really stick it.
Going to see him at the Legacy Ball in February. Legacy Bowl. 3rd down and 2 for Bethune-Cookman. Still mathematically alive for SWAC East.
This play clock is winding down here. They got to be careful.
Down to 1. And they don't get it off in time, Steve.
Yeah, you saw them make a late change. Looked like they got a timeout.
Let's take a timeout.
They did get the timeout.
And that came from the sideline. Yeah, you could see them trying to adjust the play, and they were having some communication issues with that. Remember, they can go headset to headset, but they were also doing some hand signals on the sidelines too, and that might have led to the confusion, because the hand signals often are for the offensive line and the receivers, not necessarily the quarterback, because again, they've got the sideline communication in the helmet.
Here you take a look at Raymond Woody Jr. in his 3rd year at Bethune-Cookman. The fact that they're still in the conversation for a SWAC East title signifies that they've done some good things this year.
And he said that's the exciting part
like the
about
stream
being
when
in
you
this
come
game,
in.
is because now they're talking about actually being in the hunt. It's the first time since he's been there they've had this conversation at Bethune-Cookman. He said that's really invigorated his players, especially this week, again, where they know they're undermanned because of the 9 suspensions.
And again, they will get 4 of those players back in the second half of this game. Here's Ransom. They go on the ground. It's Robinson. He doesn't get to the edge.
Time it well as a defensive tackle. The penetration, the way he just blew through the gap and then made a physical tackle.
At 311 pounds, did you see the lateral
quickness? Look at 50. He just okay, so he outreaches the tackle who's trying to reach block on him and just determined. Gets to the ball carrier. Celebrate in your green kicks, young man.
They got the red kicks on, the green kicks on. Hey, it is the holidays, right?
Well, those are some highlighter kicks. I see you got some on under this desk here, too, D.
I want to get a pair. Terrell Jr. is back. They let it bounce. It'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and we will take a break in the action. We're tied at 7 here in Jackson, Mississippi on HBCU Go.
You know how powerful you are. Every move, every call, your reach goes further. Because real power isn't what you hold, it's what you give to those around you. That's why you need a network just as powerful. With Total Wireless, you get total power. Unlimited premium data with the full
702 people watching right now. Make sure you like the stream, share the stream. Y'all don't start liking them, but shut this thing down. I just want y'all to hit the like button. I ain't lying. That's all I ask for. Hit the like button. Let me see how many likes we got, man. Ain't no problem, Doug. Got 130 likes. I need more likes than that. Let's get back to the game. Likes up, man.
Suspensions. The interesting part is that you have 4 of these players, Steve, that are back in the second half, but clearly Jackson State made a decision to test those backup players.
Yeah, absolutely. On the first play, they win it. Cornerback Devin Gunter, who's played a lot, but he's not typically the starter because of the suspension. And then here, we see the big return by Javon Ross to counter the big touchdown to level things up at 7.
It really is a strength-on-strength. Both teams have prolific offenses. The special teams, that was one of the points of emphasis this week by Raymond Woody Jr. Said we need to play, make some big plays on special teams, and we have our first flag of the day. And it looks like it just may be against Jackson State. Jarvis Walker, by the way, is our official today.
Offense, number 62, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, when you watch Jackson State on film, you see a decent amount of this. You see some movement, some pre-snap penalties, which really put them behind the sticks. Puts a little bit more pressure on Jared Lockhart, the freshman getting his 4th start.
It's Terrell. Big hole out into daylight, cuts it left across midfield and knocked out of bounds. That was Stephen Sparrow Jr. who makes the tackle after a pickup of 27 yards on the play.
Now, Terrell's the 3rd tailback that we've seen used in this game, and he's the smaller kind of change of pace back. And this is where his size, he hides behind these linemen. Look at the block. The offensive lineman, 74, DeAndre Towns, blue springs him. We get a big run. Wow, Towns blue.
That's why he's going to the Legacy Bowl. This time they'll bring it right side, and there's more room over there. 5 more yards picked up by Travis Terrell. And again, it's Stephen Sparrow Jr. again with the tackle.
I want to point out that one of the players for Bethune Cookman who's suspended is number 11, the jack linebacker, kind of an edge player named Isaiah Washburn. He is a heck of a player who's very good at setting the edge. And you're seeing on these last 2 plays, they've really attacked some off-tackle action, maybe to try to take advantage of his absence.
Lockhart near side. He's got a first down and a completion to Jameel Gardner Jr., who caught the touchdown at the beginning of the game.
And again, they're throwing to the wide side of the field. When they kind of go intermediate or deep, that's this place where Gunter has been on the wide side, even though they're mixing it up a little bit, because he normally plays the boundary corner, again, the short side of the field from the hash mark in.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll send Nate Rembert in motion. They hand it off on a jet sweep. He's got a first down, but we got a flag at the end of the play. But again, a first down by Rembert. Joshua Thornhill and Stephen Sparrow Jr. in on the tackle. Let's see what the laundry is about.
One thing you've noticed, 3 different Bethune-Cookman players have lost their helmets on the first couple of drives of this game. They got to do something to tighten up those chin straps a little bit, Darren, because they've got to come out of play when your helmet becomes dislodged.
I don't know why they don't. Is there a reason why these young players don't put those chin straps on tight?
I just don't. I don't know what it is. We used to have to harness ours on. I mean, we had some long chin straps back in the day, but they were harnessed on by 4 different snaps and clicks on there, so it wasn't going to pop off our heads. They're taking their time figuring this one out.
What number? Holding. Offense, number 1. 10-yard penalty.
So they'll march that one back.
Creation first down.
As you take a look at the Hall of Famer.
So they're calling this on Shamar Savage, number 1, only because he got a little bit extended outside of kind of the interior box. But again, that's a technique. It's cloth control. You get in there, everyone does it. Looked like a pretty good block to me.
And a grad student from transfer from Prairie View. Here's Lockhart. Got time. Complete underneath.
That's Jency Riley, the tight end on the catch. But I want to watch and see the poise of Lockhart here. Now, granted, he's got this great offensive line giving him time, but he goes through a couple reads, lets Riley clear on the route, and gets it to him for the big gain to kind of make up for that penalty.
He has the luxury of having that time with that offensive line. On the ground, no, Lockhart keeps it on the RPO, and it's snuffed out. Terrific tackle. That's Derek Thompson, I should say, on the tackle.
Yeah, and he came on a corner blitz. You know, he kind of snuck up late at the top of your screen. You're going to see him slide, and then look, he comes with a little bit of energy. Perfect play call by the defense to get Lockhart down. Now we've got 3rd and real long for Jackson State.
Yeah, Lockhart keeping it on the RPO, and the sack goes to Derek Thompson. 3rd and 15. Bethune-Cookman's defense. That is where this game is going to be competitive or non-competitive. Lockhart rolling, and again, here comes the pressure. He eludes it, and it was incomplete. He was looking for Ahmad Miller, but that's going to bring up 4th down, and Jackson State's going to have to boot it away.
Tim Gully coming with great pressure, just kind of off that interior. There's been a couple plays here where you've seen Bethune-Cookman find some cracks in this offensive line, and the pursuit of the guys getting into the backfield has been outstanding.
This was the big question. Could Bethune-Cookman's defense handle that vaunted offense, that running game of Jackson State?
2 forced punts in a row. And, you know, the running game has worked for Jackson State. They've gotten away from it a little bit by trying to throw the ball. Of course, they hit a couple shots as well. And then the penalties put them in kind of a passing-only situation.
Simon Naylor boots it away. Malik Huggins with the fair catch at the 7-yard line. Quick break in the action. We are tied at 7 here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Are we ready to conquer this day?
Yeah.
Don't have to go score it, though. They can't. can't keep getting these punts and empty possession. Jack State not scoring the ball because eventually Jack State will get it rolling. So they got to score to stay up. They will have to score the ball. Bethune Cookman had to score to put some pressure on Lockhart. They have to throw the ball. I think they're in a better position if Lockhart got to throw it then. Jack State just lined up and running. Like the stream, 760 people watching. Make sure you liking the stream right now for me, please. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Subscribe to the channel while you're here.
You can't come down to Jackson, Mississippi without thinking about sweetness. Still holds the career touchdown records at this school, and his number 34, you see the fans wearing it everywhere down here in Jackson. You think about all that he accomplished here and the great players, and that team that he was on. 3 NFL Hall of Famers,
3 Pro Football Hall of Famers, Jackie Slater, the offensive lineman, and Robert Brazil, the outside linebacker. I was talking to Robert a little bit earlier. Of course, all 3 are in the Black College Football Hall of Fame as well as his former DB Kevin Dent, who I saw down here on JSU sideline, the only 3-time All-American from Jackson State.
Stay on the ground, bringing it left side, maybe a yard. Ransom back to work, 2nd and 9. They pick up a yard on 1st down. This release, far side of the field to Malik Huggins, but Jackson State all over it. That's Kamari Rogers with the tackle.
Yeah, Kamari Rogers, real aggressive. The coach spoke real highly of him. Great coverage skills. A guy who played at was on the team at University of Miami and at Mississippi State. Grad transfer that came in. They've got a good mix of transfers and young players that they like to develop here on this Jackson State roster, which is why they don't feel that anytime soon the cupboard will ever be bare because of some of the stuff that happened with the portal, some of the natural graduation attrition.
They have got some terrific players. Here's Ransom on 3rd and 7. Again, complete. It's to number 11, Ollie Scott Jr., who is wearing 11 today. He'll pick up 12 yards on the play. So that's Ollie Scott Jr.
And he's a big physical back. I mean, he transferred in from Ole Miss, second leading rusher at Bethune Cookman. Got 399 yards on the season, but some of the play calling here has been really solid. They're mixing the run in, that nice little dump off screen to kind of avert the pressure. Dante Pimpleton, the OC and quarterback coach, has got a nice game plan to try to stifle some of this Jackson State aggression.
They felt like they could be very competitive in this game. Remember, it was a week ago that they took on Grambling, a team that beat Jackson State, and they were very competitive in that game. And here's Ransom. He puts it down. He's going to look how strong, breaking tackle, spinning his way across the 40-yard line before he's finally brought down by John Brown Jr., a pickup of 20 yards.
You talk about the strength, because Jackson State brought the house. Look at how many players they've got at the line of scrimmage with the pressure. The O-line picks it up. And here, they see the speed and the strength. I mean, he broke a tackle from inside linebacker, Reed pulling him like he was nothing.
He is a big guy. 6'3", 220 listed.
Yeah, I was told before the game that 220 might be a little kind. He's a little bit bigger than that. Big time play.
Again on the ground, back to Ali Scott Jr. Came into this game, 84 carries, 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, averages 4.8 yards per carry. Wearing number 11 today. His old number is number 32. Pick up 2 yards on that run, bring up a 2nd and 8.
I'd say the one thing that Bethune's done a good job of is neutralizing Jackson State outside linebacker number 6, Quincy Ivory, who is a dynamic player, one of the best players in black college football. We've yet to call his name.
Keeps it looking underneath. He thought that he had Malik Huggins, but a terrific defensive play by Kamari Rogers.
Again, his coverage skills, man, that's 2 in a row we've seen on this drive. Because again, another well-designed play. They ran the ball well. You get the play action, kind of collapse the defense a little bit, but Rogers playing man did not bite at all. Look at the last second arm play here. Little reach around, did get called on it, but the front hand was deflecting the ball.
So here we go, 3rd and 8 for Bethune-Cookman. 3rd best offense in the SWAC conference, and we got a timeout.
Jackson, first and a half.
Okay, we're seeing T.C. Taylor down here, the head coach for Jackson State, was really getting on a couple of his coaches. He is not happy about something.
There's defensive coordinator Renzo Quinn. Look at a guy who's done such a wonderful job as the head coach and taking over for Deion Sanders. We mentioned it at the top of the show that he's headed into the Hall of Fame last night. Went into the Hall of Fame here. He had that memorable season, his senior season here at Jackson State. He was so happy. He had family calling him from all over the place. Hey, I need some tickets. He said, hey, Thursday night, I'm done.
But he said he's not downplaying it. He understands how great it is, because look at the company he's with. We already mentioned 3 of them.
Yes.
Guys like Walter Payton and Robert Brazile and Jackie Slater.
You saw the size of Robert Brazile. I was thinking, like, this is a linebacker in the NFL.
Hey, Rob's lost weight. Rob's lost about 20.
But just the height and the, my goodness.
That's why he's a Pro Football Hall of Famer, a Black College Football Hall of Famer. They're built a little differently, Darren. A little confusion on the coverage matchups for Jackson State.
He's going to keep it. He's going to run again, uses his side, spins, but he's going to be about 1.5 yards shy of the first down. Right at midfield, so it's decision time for Raymond Woody Jr. Shamar Harkins with the tackle. It looks like they're going to send a punting unit out.
See, again, you see that the receivers are covered. So him pulling this down and running, it was a wise idea. Thought he could use his strength again, but Jackson State realized this time when you bring the helmet to Cam Ransom, better bring a little bit more, because he's a big, strong guy.
All right, so Max Tillum will come there. You see Travis Terrell Jr. leads the Swac'n 2 return touchdowns from them. That's a low punt, and it's going all the way, and it just dies at the 5-yard line and rolls out of bounds. What a beautiful punt by Max Tulin, a 45-yard punt out of bounds.
Yeah, he didn't want Terrell Jr. Returning that punt whatsoever, and he pins Jackson State back deep. We'll see if Jackson State can be clean with some of this. None of the penalties like we saw in the last drive that took them out of some favorable situations.
HBCU Go delivers the best black college sports right to your home or mobile device. Go to hbcugo.tv or download the TV app on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire for the full HBCU Go experience. And they're seeing a good one here on HBCU Go as we go back to offense for Jackson State. Tied at 7. Here's Ahmad Miller, brings it right. He'll pick up 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, I talked about Miller's vision early on, and you could see there was some junk as he tried to cut that back, and he was able to break it back outside and pick up 5. Really good with the ball in his hands in terms of seeing open possibilities.
This time Miller gets to the edge, cuts it back. He's got a first down, still on his feet as he crosses the 30, brought down at the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 yards on the play.
You're going to see his lineman at the point of attack and upfield springing him. Just real technically precise with some of their blocking. We talked to our offensive line coach, Manny Ramirez, and he said they know that they're functioning well because the offensive line and the running backs kind of move with the same pad level, footwork.
Lockhart complete. That's Jamil Gardner Jr. Brought it back. He had the first down, it looked like, on the reception, but he brought it back and tried to reverse course, pickup of 6 yards. Let's see where they spot that one.
Yeah, you're still staying ahead of the sticks here now. I mean, you're seeing it. That's his momentum kind of coming back on the route and got pushed out of bounds. That's still a real headsy play because Gardner was coming back to help his quarterback.
Yeah, bring up 2nd and 4. Back to the ground game, and Miller. And he's cutting it back. He's got a crease and another first down, but we do have a flag down on the play.
Yeah, from where it's thrown, it's probably something on the offensive line. And again, this is something that's already plagued Jackson State, these flags.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both against off. Number 79, appeals decline. Holding, number 65, 10-yard penalty for the previous spot, 2nd down.
And that's their left tackle, Mason Barton, who gets flagged for holding. Quad Davis also was holding on the play.
Yeah, again, they've got to clean this up. I mean, they're giving Bethune Cookman all the life it needs. I mean, they don't really need that much because they're playing so hard, so competitively anyway. But they keep getting themselves in these bad situations, which just makes it more difficult, making it no passing downs.
Glass out in the flat, got him out in space. That's Davenport. Brought down by Naeem Lassiter. In case you're just joining us, we had 2 touchdowns on our first 3 plays, and since then the game has kind of settled in.
That's well said, Darren. I think I might have said slowed to kind of a crawl. We're still in the first quarter here.
A minute left. Again to the ground. Spin moves by Travis Terrell, and he's got a first down. They just have such a variety of runners, Jackson State does. Jaden Davis makes the tackle, but they've got a first down.
But just a beautiful play call, kind of a delayed counter run with the scat back Terrell to move the chains.
Guy.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen it a few times this afternoon.
Again, huge hole. He had 1 man to beat, and he's got another first down as he picks up 10 yards. Antoine Watts made the tackle. And let's see if they get 1 more off before the end of the first quarter.
Man, they're mixing it up. I mean, this is just a straight power run. This is, you see, like DeAndre Towns Blue and Amitja Smith, the center, just clear out a hole just for a quick hitter.
Lockhart to the air. Steps, looking, firing, incomplete. Janalen Dupree was the intended target, and that, oh no, we're going to get 1 more play here in the first quarter. Jaden Davis in on the coverage.
Well, you're seeing Bethune Cookman just make wholesale changes on the defensive substitution, you're seeing about 7 new players come on the field right before they're going to get the break at the quarter.
They're counting down the seconds until they can get
Like
4 of those players back from suspension. Here's Miller, right side. Across the 40-yard line as he's brought down by Steven Sparrow Jr. We have reached the end of the first quarter. We are tied at 7 between Bethune Cookman and Jackson State. A game that is very, very big in determining the SWAC champion in the East. We're back with second quarter action after this.
Swiffer, mop and bucket clean in half the time. This is how we HBCU.
The biggest games, the best bands, and all the crowd-stomping plays. All the action is here. HBCU Go is your #1 home for live HBCU football. The Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Saturday, November 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Presented by Crest. Smile. Crest has you covered.
Did you hear?
I can't believe it.
The residents of 227 are on the front stoop again.
Calvin wants to show me where he goes when he wants to think about things.
Huh. Must be a very small place.
If gossip is gospel on 227,
Did you see that?
then the Griot Classics is the church.
You home early, son?
My boss let me off. I have a severe headache.
Your neighborhood for classic laughs. Check your local listings. America's Court with Judge Ross.
Hold on. This has nothing to do with the necklace.
You don't get to control what happens up in here?
Judge Ross is back with all new cases.
Did he say to you, I think you're cheating on me?
Yes.
We had you take a lie detector test.
And the same attitude.
I asked the questions up in here.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Daytime Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program.
Case closed.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Check your local listings for times and channel. It's unfiltered.
Don't you stick your fat arm down in that crap.
It's unscripted. It's Unleashed. Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen. Every night on CBS, right after Stephen Colbert.
Love local TV? The Local Now app has hundreds of TV channels and thousands of movies and shows, all free, all the time.
Are you kidding me?
National and local news.
What's happening in San Francisco?
And unlimited entertainment.
Deal or no deal?
No. Oh my God.
You were saying that a lot last night.
The best free TV. No credit card, no catch.
This is insane.
Local Now, free TV that starts in your city.
The energy is contagious.
This game just got bigger.
That's how we do it, fellas.
And better.
I need to hear y'all a little bit more.
Because we're back.
It's still a party here on HBCU Go.
And this season,
Touchdown.
it's about the grit, the glory,
Big Bites has been in the building.
and the clash of champions.
Congratulations. You guys did it again.
Every game is our championship game.
The 2025 HBCU Go football season is here, only on HBCU Go.
Welcome back to Jackson, Mississippi. I'm here with Bethune Cookman's head coach, Raymond Woody Jr. Coach, what are your takeaways from your team's performance in the first quarter?
Well, I tell you what, the guys are playing real hard. You know, we got to keep, stopping the run with tackling, and then on offense, we got to take what they give us and don't get foolish penalties.
Thank you, Tua.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nia. And you look at Bethune Cookman. I mean, after one quarter, you're sitting here going toe-to-toe with the defending Black College Football National Champs. You have to feel good if you're Coach Woody.
Absolutely. Their defense has played very well. They're competing. They're causing a lot of problems. Jackson State's not helping itself with penalties.
Lockhart stretching out, looking for a first down on 3rd and 6. Not sure where they're going to spot that one. Antoine Watts was the guy that brought him down. Let's see where the spot is.
And I'll tell you this, Darren, one thing when you watch Lockhart on film, he is a very good runner. People are going to look at him and say he's a prototypical passer. He can go when he takes off with it, too. He's just very judicious about when he decides to run.
They're going for it on 4th and 1, Steve. They go to Miller, and he finds a little crease in there, and he's got enough for the first down as he picks up 3 yards on the play. A.J. Hall Jr. makes the tackle. So they'll move the chains. Jackson State now on the 10th play of this drive.
Yeah, just punching in right behind Towns Blue. His head coach T.C. Taylor said there have been plenty of NFL scouts coming through looking at Towns Blue, the 6'5", 335-pound guard.
192 yards so far in this game. Pass out in the flat, incomplete. Janalen Dupree couldn't hold on.
It was there. I mean, there were yards to be had. He had one man to beat because he had a blocker in front of him. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Second quarter action here in the Swac'n, a game that means so much for Jackson State right now. Tied with Alabama State in the East. They hold the tiebreaker, but they certainly cannot afford a loss. Here's Miller, right side, and the yellow jerseys are there.
Boy, looked like Thornhill came up like a rocket from the free safety position. What a play by him to come up and limit the gain on that run.
The redshirt senior from Liberty Township, Ohio, making the play. So this brings up a 3rd and 9. They have not been good on 3rd down in this game. 0 for 3 so far in this game.
And this might be 2-down territory. It's kind of no man's land between punt and field goal should they not convert.
Lockhart rolls, looking. He's going to run it, and he's going to be brought down. A great open field tackle by Antoine Watts, and it'll bring up 4th down yet again.
Yeah, that's the second or third time you've called Watts' name on this drive. And we know how good of a player is, a strong safety who can do a lot. This is a great open field tackle. He comes off the receiver. You know, he's guarding Miller on the route there and makes the tackle. So well done by Watts, another player who's accepted an invite to the HBCU Legacy Bowl.
So they are going to bring on their field goal kicker to attempt a 43-yard field goal. Donovan Warren. Line it up just inside that right hash mark. 43. Kick is up, sailing. And it's going to be wide to the left side and no good. So how about Bethune Cookman's defense?
Standing up once again.
Breaking the action. Back with more from Jackson, Mississippi.
Love that. So for Mom, I was thinking...
I thought she didn't want anything.
Oh, like when she says she doesn't want any fries?
And she eats all her fries.
Exactly. What if we get her the new iPhone 17 Pro at AT&T? We can get their best deal without needing the most expensive plan.
Good call.
Yeah, I think he should have went for that. I would have went for it. I'd have trusted our running back, Mark Miller. Went for one already. I would have went for it, me personally. And I would have handed it off. They really ain't showed you to stop the run yet. I would have went for that one, TC. When they lied up front, I would have went for it. Hindsight 50-50. Let's see what BCU can do. BCU got to go score. They can't keep getting these opportunities and not scoring the ball. They can't do that. They can't keep getting these opportunities and that's when they have to go score. God, dog. And they on my boy. The fantasy hard. They said, let's ride that special special team. I thought it was around 4th and 3. If it was 4th and 6, I get it. But I thought it was at least 4th and 5. Now, if it was 4th and 6, my guy, I get it. Yeah, they are. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be praying they lost, Reese? Yeah. Now, was they trying to get in that big game? Yep, I think BC should have went for it too. What up, Coach? What's up with it?
Let's go downstairs. Nia Simone, what do you have?
Hey guys, quick update from Jackson State sideline. Wide receiver Nate Rimpert just headed back to the training room with the medical staff. No word yet on the severity of the reason, but I'm keeping an eye on it and will update you as soon as I know more.
Thank you very much. That's huge news. He is a big part of what Jackson State likes to do.
He is an electric player, coming off a huge game last week against Mississippi Valley.
Here's Ransom. He wants to run. He likes to use his size and spins his way. He's about 5 yards shy of a first down. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5. He picks up 4, so maybe a 3rd and 6.
Well, what's interesting is as good of a runner as he is, he's not having many scheduled runs. These are, he's driving back to pass, doesn't see his first read or two, and then he pulls it down and runs it. But, you might even think about a scheduled run here because we've seen him break a lot of tackles and do some stuff when he's in open space.
He is a leader. They love his physical tools. They'd like to see him focus his attention on the details and the techniques and the fundamentals. That's one of the things that the coaches say. Ransom with some time, buys some more time. Wow, move, using his size, and he's going to be about 4 yards shy. Michael Robinson Jr. finally brings him down.
He was using more than his size. I mean, look at the footwork and the escapability. He is swarmed right here as a lefty. He turns right back into the pressure and still finds his way out of traffic.
Well, Bethune Cookman will have to punt it away. Bring back in Max Toulon, who had a terrific punt earlier. Travis Terrell Jr., 2 touchdowns tied for the most in the FCS level. He is back standing at his own 29-yard line. Low snap. Toulon gets a good one off. This is Jabari Jones bringing it across the 30-yard line. And that's where Jackson State will take over. Return of 10 yards. We're tied at 7. Back with more in a moment.
At Bethune Cookman University, every day starts with promise. Here, education sparks innovation, and passions drive aspirations. Faith is the first factor in a life devoted to service.
Without faith, nothing is possible, but with it, nothing is impossible.
Bethune Cookman University, where nothing is impossible.
You won't remember my name. This is the last time you will see me at the top. I want to carry on, but not today. This is the point I give up. But not today. I want to carry on. You will see me at the top. This is the last time.
Make sure y'all like the stream for me, man. 1,020 people here watching right now. Get the likes up. I only got like 200 likes, man. Help me out. Get the likes up. Get the likes up for me, man. subscribe to the channel. You want to donate to the channel, I got the cash up at the bottom of the screen. I got the member link if you want to become a member of the channel. Do your big thing, man. Become a member. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. All that good stuff. I agree. I don't see how they go in conference like this. After going to war against a school with your brothers, and you go in conference to another school y'all been playing, I don't see how they do it. I don't see how Nate Rambert did it to go to Jackson. I don't see. The kid's different these days, though. I couldn't do it. If I was at Jackson, I couldn't go to Alcorn. If I was at Alcorn, I couldn't end up at Jackson. You know, I don't see how they do it. Appreciate it.
Got off to a fast start. 2 touchdowns in the first 3 plays. Kick return, a big play by Jackson State. But Bethune Cookman, I think their defense has really been a story since. They've been able to contain this vaunted Jackson State offense.
Yeah, Jackson State hasn't helped itself. I mean, they've had, a handful of holding penalties. Receiver could have caught a swing pass on that last one, had open field. So we'll see if they can play a clean drive here.
This is Denario Davenport.
Strong run by Davenport.
8 yards as he rips it off the right side. And this is what we were really expecting, Steve, with this offensive line, that they were going to cram it down the Bethune Cookman defense. Downstairs, Nia Simone, what do you have?
Hey, D, as you can see, Nate Rembert is back out. We're not sure, but as soon as I get an update on what the injury he sustained, I'll let you guys know.
Thank you very much. Back to Davenport, spinning, still on his feet, crossing midfield. He's got a crease. Finally brought down across the 25-yard line. Matthew McKenzie brings him down after a pickup of 36 yards on the play.
Guys, I'd love to see a replay of that, because the player that Nia was just talking about, Nate Rembert, the diminutive wide receiver who went out, watched the block, gets upfield, springs him. That's where Denario Davenport takes off and gets the extra yardage. Great job by Rembert to help his running back.
It was just enough there against Jaden Davis. And you talk about a guy who's doing it more with heart. And Nate Rembert is 5'8", 150. Again to the ground this time. Johnny Harris snuffed it out.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Johnny Harris right there. They tried to set him up. He decided to come crashing down and make a play. Well done.
So Bethune Cookman is bending, but they have yet to break. Outside of that first play, that first explosive play, they have kind of settled into this game.
But we'll see. I mean, Jackson State is steadily leaning on this defensive front. We'll see if this starts to pay a toll.
Terrell on his feet, first down, inside the 5, touchdown! A 25-yard touchdown run by Travis Terrell, and Jackson State retakes the lead.
Got back to their bread and butter, running the football on this drive. They were trying to mix it up the past couple drives, but watch this. Look at the offensive line. I just talked about them leaning, big bodies on this defensive front, and that's what happened. And Terrell finishes the run. Oh, okay. Yeah, you've earned it. Well done. Jackson State back out front.
Levy to snap. Terrific player out of Atlanta, Georgia, Travis Terrell. PAT is good by Donovan Warren. So Jackson State back on top. That's Travis Terrell bringing it left side. A 25-yard touchdown run, 14-7. Jackson State on top.
For an elf, the holidays are stressful, but Verizon's got a bonkers deal on the new Samsung Galaxy.
a redshirt senior out of Sanford, Florida. But right now, it's Ransom who will keep it and try to bring it left side. But that time, Jackson State all over the play.
Yeah, the option read right here. Ransom decided to keep it to try to hit something. Took a loss. But I want to go back to what you should talk about, the lack of passing yards. You're seeing Ransom feel the pressure, right? And so he's not as patient. He knows he's a big-time runner. So he's taking off and running. He's been very effective running the football. But again, now you're seeing this one-dimensional stuff. And I expect Jackson State to start warming him up a little bit with some pressures and with some different looks, maybe some blitzes on this drive.
He lost 4 yards on that previous play.
Two men coming on the blitz right there.
They're going to get him. So the blitz pays off, and they're going to march him back 6 more yards on the sack.
Yeah, you're seeing John Brown there who finished things off. But as he was going through the snap, you saw 2 men sneak up, one on the interior in the A-gap, one off the edge, and it's just too many bodies. Okay, you do the math. Ivory gets picked up. Too much math. When I say math, too many Jackson State Tigers in the face.
We were with you.
For Cam Robinson. You know, some people are a little literal, like myself. Can't figure it out sometimes.
We're right there with you, Steve.
So now it's 3rd and 21, and they are showing that they're bringing the house. We'll see if they bail, which they did, but stunts up front on the line.
And Ransom puts it down and runs it. They're going to have to put it away. So
yeah, this about to get
we know that they like to use 2 quarterbacks. We've yet to see Timmy McClain, and now Jackson State will get another opportunity on offense.
Yeah, again, we're starting to see some of the physical, the size, some of the tenacity of Jackson State starting to factor into the game. You know, now that they played a couple clean drives, no penalties, you've seen them play this really aggressive football.
Max Tulin on to boot it away for Bethune-Cookman. Travis Terrell Jr., who scored the touchdown to make it 14-7, back to receive the punt, standing at his own 45-yard line. Tulin gets a good one.
Tulin is hitting some punch today.
Terrell Jr. brings it right into the pack. He goes across the 40-yard line. We're about 5.5 away from Honda playlist. Capital One halftime report. Got a flag on the play. Can't wait to see the sonic boom of the South.
So good. So good.
They are one of the best.
Yes, they are.
Let's see what the flag is about. It looks like it may be against Jackson State.
Receiving team, number 21. 2-yard penalty from able to kick.
So they're marching back 10 yards on the penalty. Let's take a look at today's band playlist brought to you by Honda. It's Earth, Wind, and Fire in the Stone, September. Let's Groove, Fantasy, and then Take Me Through.
Say it, Darren.
Oh, no, you say
it's
it.
Darren. Take me through there. Nia, chime in. Let us know if Darren said it correctly. See, we saw Fantasy, the Earth, Wind, and Fire thing, and we were thinking about Philip Bailey and then the saxophone version of it. We're going to see if it's going to happen.
Take me through there. I probably wouldn't.
Nia has got
to work on that.
Nia's got to chime in and correct us here.
Come on, Nia.
You did well, though, T. Good try.
I don't know about that. Here we go, 1st and 10 across the 22-yard line. Back to work for Lockhart. They'll stay on the ground, bring it right side. That's Ahmad Miller. He picks up 7 yards.
I wouldn't pass it no more if I had to. I ain't lying.
Yeah, this offensive line, you're seeing, you know, Quavion Davis at right tackle and Brian Williams at right guard. But this is a really strong run by Miller, too, because he just comes out, as you're saying, look at the distribution. This is what they do.
This is exactly what we were anticipating. Talk to you about the fact that they have arguably the best rushing attack in college football on any level. And again, to the ground. Again, it's Miller still churning in those legs as he crosses the 1st down marker. And that's Montravius Lloyd who finally brings him down. This is what they do. You almost get the sense that TC Taylor, while they like the freshman, while they want to throw the ball a little bit, they said, let's get back to our bread and butter. Complete short pass. That's Nate Rembert.
And now they're mixing it up. Now you're seeing a rhythm. Now you're seeing a tempo. This is when they really get rolling here. What's the stoppage?
Spot the ball.
Looks like a substitution type stoppage here.
2nd down and 3. Again, it's out to Rembert. He's got a first down as he breaks a tackle and is pushed out of bounds at the midfield point.
And this is where his diminutive side comes in, because you hear some players need a crack. He needs like a thin slice of paper type crack to get through. I mean, you're seeing the block up front. Look at him slip in between here. And then he's such a determined player. He's so fun to watch.
So elusive. Jackson State rotates in another running back. Travis Terrell back in the game. And now he'll bring it left side. Cuts it back, and he'll pick up 7, 8 more yards on the play before Steven Sparrow Jr. brings him down.
Yeah, now they're just starting to do some real kind of nice blocking schemes up front to spring these backs here on these runs. You're seeing the blocking by Jency Riley, just picking up chunk yards time after time with the run.
Travis Terrell cuts it outside. Inside the 35-yard line, and you have to start to look at this Bethune-Cookman defense, Steve. They didn't have very much rest after that Bethune possession, and you have to wonder if they're starting to get worn down. We've talked about their depth issues today because of the suspension.
And you saw just like bad edge discipline right there. The edge guy crashed inside, set this up, but you're starting to see Bethune roll in 4 and 5 players at a time.
High snap, flag on the play. It looks like it's against Jackson State.
False start. Offense, number 81. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's Jency Riley, their tight end, who moved a little early, so they'll march him back.
Yeah. So TC Taylor, look at that. He's going up to get it. The freshman's like, I'm 6'4".
Yeah, that's a rebound.
Yeah, I mean, this is nothing to me. And he's from North Carolina, so he can probably hoop.
Of course.
These negative plays, I mean, if there's one thing about Jackson State, they've got to clean things like this up if they want to keep on marching towards another SWAC championship.
Lockhart rolls, completes, and the flat gets Miller, cuts back, dancing up to the 30-yard line.
Shamar Savage, number 1, the wide receiver, got away with a blatant hold in the open field right as Ahmad Miller cut this back. Watch number 1 as he comes across right there. He is just tackling the defender to spring Ahmad Miller for, get some yardage back and close to that first down.
Well, we've got a timeout on the field. Break in the action. We're back in a moment. 14-7, Jackson State.
This the only game that started already.
And of course, the first half recap. A terrific game so far. 2-minute timeout gives Bethune Cookman a chance to regroup. Here's Lockhart
coming with the blitz.
And here they've got, he escaped. And he completes the pass. It's Denario Davenport. What a play.
What a big time play. They don't get the first down, but that was almost about a 15-yard loss as Bethune Cookman came with the blitz off the edge and almost forced Lockhart into a negative play. But watch the scramble. Here comes the late blitz off the edge, too deep, the running back to pick up. Look at the arm strength just to get it out there to Davenport. This is the big third down right here because they want to get points. I think they're in 2-down territory.
And they were a little early. It looked like Gobi Paul jumped early.
Ball start. Offense, number 5. 5-yard penalty.
Man, Jackson is extremely undisciplined.
We've been talking about it throughout this first half. A lot of penalties for Jackson State that have kind of quelled their momentum. 6 penalties for 40 yards so far in this game for Jackson State.
And this is nothing new. When you watch some of their other games, you see some of these same penalties, stalling drives. As prolific as they are offensively, they could be more prolific if they didn't have penalties like this showing up every game.
To implement the 10-second runoff, please put the game clock to 106. The game and play clock will sound more ready for play signal. 106.
Okay, 1 or 2 minutes, so they chose to run. Bethune Cookman chose to take 10 seconds off the clock, too. Wise decision.
Jackson State just 1 for 5 on 3rd down. Lockhart keeps it on an RPO, and he's not going to get there. So the tackle was made by A.J. Hall Jr. So now it's 4th and 5. They've already attempted a field goal earlier in this game unsuccessfully. Interesting to see what T.C. Taylor will decide.
Yeah, Lockhart decided to keep it on that run option. It looks like this is interesting. They're setting up 2 huddles here for confusion. One with the kicking game and one with the offense.
So Jackson State has called a timeout to discuss this. I mean, do you try another field goal here? You're up by 7.
With the lead, I'm with the lead and the way this offense functions when it hasn't had penalties. I'm going for it right here.
Kicking has been an issue for Jackson State with Gerardo Baeza and Donovan Warren. They've kind of alternated. Baeza has kicked a 46-yarder this season, but it looks like they're going back out there with the freshman Jared Lockhart.
Yeah, they're sending the offense. I would do the same thing. I trust my defense enough. And, you know, Bethune Cookman's got 2 timeouts. Yeah, that's sure, but I trust my defense enough to stall them in case you don't make it. And if you do make it now, they've got to get into some real creative situations.
You take a look at what they've done on 4th down this season, 2nd in FCS. It's 87.5%. That has to give T.C. Taylor some confidence.
Going tight formation, so you're looking at some crossing routes, most likely.
Lockhart wants to put it down. He got a block, and he's got 1st down. He cuts it back, and he's finally brought down by Keon Clark, the redshirt sophomore from Tampa, after picking up 13 yards and a 1st down.
And this is just tough running by Lockhart. This is a determined run by the freshman quarterback.
Wait a minute, he's slow to get up, Steve.
Yes, he is. We're looking at him right now, and the backup quarterback will be Parker Stofa.
Wow.
Oh, man.
In case you don't know this, Jared Lockhart is the backup quarterback who came in for Jacobian Morgan, who got injured in the Grambling game. Let's see what happened on the end of this play.
It looks like he got rolled up at the end of this play. From behind, he kind of falls on his right shoulder, on his throwing shoulder. And then gets rolled up.
Yeah, Keon Clark put his full weight as he brought him down. The redshirt sophomore from Tampa, Florida, brought him down and put all of his weight onto the freshman Jared Lockhart.
But watch the tail end of this. As Lockhart gets up, he gets kind of twisted up. His body gets contorted oddly right here. Shoulder still on the ground. It's almost like a wrestling thing. But Lockhart walking off the field under his own power. Gonna have to come out for a play though.
Now, does the 10-second roll-off apply here?
It does not, because he went down before the ball was spotted.
Okay, so
he's actually back in.
Okay, so Lockhart stays on the field.
Yeah, they're checking him. They're checking that. He's probably going to have to come off.
But typically when there's an injury timeout, you have to come off.
He's coming off for a play.
Unless you call a timeout.
He's coming off, correct.
And so they are going to bring in Parker Stofa. You mentioned him. He is a redshirt freshman from Converse, Texas, Judson High School. And he will get the snap. He hands it off. Davenport brings it left side, and what an open field tackle by Jaden Davis.
Jaden Davis coming up in the free safety spot. We've seen him do this a couple times today. Big time play. Watch Jaden Davis, 28, crowds the line of scrimmage and just shoots the gap. What a play.
So Jackson State will use their final timeout. It is second down. Let's see what they're going to do.
Yeah, well, without timeouts, you expect them to take a couple shots toward the sidelines. As we look at the numbers for Jared Lockhart, well, I guess we're not going to take a look at those numbers right now, but Lockhart has been steady. He's showing tremendous composure. And again, when he got hurt, that was a real gutsy run. Look at that, 10 of 11.
139, a touchdown.
Hey, Dan, before the game, you were marveling at a 70% completion rate over the last 2 games. Those numbers have gone up.
Yeah.
And remember, the one incompletion was a drop.
Yeah.
It was a swing pass that was dropped.
There you see Jacobian Morgan, who is likely to come back next week in the regular season finale against Alcorn State. Here's Lockhart. He's got time. Going to the end zone. Intercepted on the play. It's Matthew McKenzie bringing it up the far sideline. And a huge play for Bethune Cookman.
Significant play and a very poor decision by Lockhart, because they had the receiver in a bracket under-over coverage. He thought he could drop it in over the initial defender, which he did. But then the deep defender was able to undercut the route. McKenzie with a heck of an interception.
We should also mention that Bethune Cookman gets the ball to begin the second half, but he just kind of floated it up there, giving Matthew McKenzie the opportunity to pick it off. He was looking for Shamar Savage.
You don't want to make a reckless play.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to play an opportunity after a long drive to get it into the end zone, but well played by Matthew McKenzie.
Now, if you're Bethune Cookman, you've got 20 seconds. You've got 2 timeouts. How aggressive are you going to be here?
I'm super aggressive. We haven't done anything in the passing game. Why not take a shot? Because I do have a quarterback, because if he is under some pressure, he can run it as well.
And you're talking about a Bethune Cookman team that has struggled in the red zone, but they get it done this time. Here's Ransom.
They were worst defensively in the country in the red zone.
He's got time.
He's got an open receiver.
It's caught. Complete.
Josh Evans on the catch. What a play by Ransom.
No, that's Ransom who threw that ball to Evans.
Correct.
Yes, a pickup of 51 yards, Steve. We should mention Juan Dominguez, his long for field goals is 42 yards.
Yeah, they got a timeout. You're making another play, either to get a little closer for the field goal, or you're taking a shot play. But Cam Ransom here, look, his things look broken down. He steps up in the pocket, creates a little more time.
How about the arm strength there, Steve?
Just wings it. But this is where him running earlier, if you look at all the Jackson State defenders that closed in on him thinking he's going to run it. The defender took his eyes off the receiver, and that's where Evans broke open, and Ransom just let it rip.
A pickup of 45 yards on that completion. So they'll spot the ball at the 27-yard line. 10 seconds remaining. Bethune Cookman has 1 timeout.
Yeah, so they can throw it to the middle of the field if they want to do that, if they're playing for a field goal to keep it centered up, or try to take a shot. Just don't burn too much time where you lose clock. Yeah, this is the time for number 6, Quincy Ivey, for Jackson State to show up too, the dynamic defender.
Ransom, play action, rolling, looking, gets rid of it out of bounds, and that'll leave them with 4 seconds remaining. And let's see if they'll call the number of Juan Dominguez.
Smart play by Ransom to get rid of it as quickly as he did and just sky it out of bounds. Stop the clock.
So here comes Juan Dominguez. They will bring him on. It will be a 44-yarder. His long this season is 42 yards. And again, remember, Bethune Cookman will start the second half with the offensive possession. So here it is, Dominguez, right in between that 44 and 45-yard marker. Kick is up. It's got the distance.
It's
good.
Wow, what a finish by Bethune.
How about Bethune Cookman? Juan Dominguez with a season-long 45-yard field goal. And we are at halftime, 14-10. Jackson State with the lead. But how about that finish to the first half? It looked like Jackson State was going in to build on their lead. A big turnover by Bethune Cookman, a big play by Cam Ransom, a 45-yard completion to Josh Evans, and Juan Dominguez gets Bethune Cookman to within 4. 14-10 our score at halftime.
You know how powerful you are. Every move, every call, your reach goes further. Because real power isn't what you hold, it's what you give to those around you. That's
us.
So, what are you into?
I thought you'd never ask. I've already started my list.
Your list?
You can't go wrong with the Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah!
Ooh, gamer.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Hey, come on!
Wallow water bottles? Hydrated.
So sorry.
Oh.
Just had to put something on the naughty list.
How do you get on that list?
You want to be on the naughty list?
Oh, no, gross.
Start your gift list now at Target.
What's up, Pops?
Whoa! Be careful shaving with that, son. You can't be cool with razor bumps.
Chill, Pops. This is different. Gillette Skin Guard.
Looking clean. Almost as good as your old man.
Gillette Skin Guard. This is how we HBC you.
It's unfiltered.
Don't you stick your fat arm down in that crap.
It's unscripted. It's Unleashed. Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen. Every night on CBS, right after Stephen Colbert.
The energy is contagious.
This game just got bigger. That's how we do it, fellas. And better.
I need to hear y'all a little bit more.
Because we're back.
It's still a party here on HBCU Go.
And this season, it's about the grit. The glory.
Big Bites has been in the building.
And the clash of champions.
Congratulations. You guys did it again.
Every game is our championship game. The 2025 HBCU Go football season is here. Only on HBCU Go.
Catch all the laughs here on the Griot Classics. The Jeffersons.
Oh, hi.
Sanford and Son.
You big dummy.
Different Strokes.
What you talking about, Willis?
The Cosby Show.
Absolutely.
227.
Mary.
Good Times.
Dynamite.
Old friends. Lots of laughs.
I think we died and went to heaven.
So watch The Griot for timeless comedy. Check local listings.
Welcome back to Jackson, Mississippi. Listen, I always tell you guys, it is my favorite part of the day. It's the Capital One Band Halftime Showcase, and you are in for a treat because the home band, yes, the home band, you already know, the Jackson State University Sonic Boom of the South is getting prepared right behind me in just a bit. And they are directed and led by Dr. Roderick Little, Associate Director of Brands, Mr. Kevin Johnson, and of course, Mr. Travis Pruitt. They're drum majors, the J5 head drum major, Desi Jenkins, Jared Coleman, Ariel Woods, Joshua Dulay, and Makai Tolden. Their dancing line, the ladies, the prancing J-Sets. Now listen, the Sonic Boom of the South is known for their intricate precision marching and the big band sound. The Sonic Boom, also referred to as Hollywood's band of choice, has performed many halftime performances from the NFL to the NBA, including the Atlanta Falcons, Detroit Lions, New Orleans Saints. Listen, guys, I can go on and on, but I want you guys to enjoy this halftime treat. The Jackson State University Sonic Boom of the South. Enjoy.
Everybody in the stands, let's turn this place up. Get ready to move, because this is Let's Groove Tonight. You're witnessing Texas in Truman. Today, we bring you one of the beautiful sit back and enjoy the plush, warm sound of the sunny home performing Fantasy. Arranged and conducted by our chief producer, Mr. Kevin Johnson. Let's switch gears and take it to what's hot right now. Please welcome the iconic, the thrills to billions of eyes, the prancing J-Set, dancing to Physical by Dua Lipa. Those prancing J-Sets. All right, TikTok Nation, this one's for you. Let's add a fresh boom twist to Let's Groove tonight. High school students, JSU fam, let's turn the bet all the way up. Now listen up, high schoolers, lean in. The boom wants to take you through there, JSU style. If you're ready for your next chapter, go to your computer today. Visit jsums.edu, click apply, and start your journey to to the Jackson State University. We can't wait to see you right here with us next year. Now, Tiger fans, let's do what you do best. Show these high schoolers how we rock the house. J S U. The Sonic Boom of the South is led by Dr. Roderick Little, Director of Band, Mr. Kevin Johnson, Associate Director of Band and Chief Arranger, Mr. Pruitt, Assistant Director of Band, Dr. Justin Sherrod, Assistant Director of Band and Director of Percussion, Chloe Ashley Crowley, Director of the Prancing J6, Ms. Courtney Lett, Administrative Assistant. Academic leadership includes Dr. Persephone McDaniel, Interim Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Rico Chapman.
All right, we have more second action coming up after this. Don't go anywhere.
If you're traveling
Sports, brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X,
Bethune Cookman here at halftime. Darren Horton, Steve Weich, and what we saw in the first half, the explosiveness at the beginning of the game, kind of threw things and kind of threw it off a little bit, and now things have kind of settled in. Bethune Cookman's got a little momentum heading into the second half.
Bethune Cookman at the final series, you know, the swing of things really helped. But let's take a look at the stuff from the very beginning. You talked about the explosive plays. Second play of the game, Lockhart rips one right to Jameel Gardner for Jackson State. Okay, but the ensuing kickoff, Javon Ross or Bethune Cookman takes it to the house, ties it up at 7, and then at the end of the half, Jordan Lockhart, a bad pick. They're driving in for a score. About 40 seconds left. So what happens? Cam Ransom gets 45 of his 59 passing yards in the first half on one play, and Juan Dominguez pulls Bethune Cookman to within 4. Bethune Cookman gets the ball coming out to start the second half, but the fact that the Wildcats, Darren, were able to hang as close as they did in the first half after that start says something. And look at these numbers. Absolutely domination by Jackson State, except for on the scoreboard and those penalty yards.
Yes.
Those penalty yards have stalled so many drives that they had going. They have got to clean that up. Otherwise, Bethune Cookman could be walking out of here with a significant upset.
Bethune Cookman played Grambling so tight last week. A Grambling team that beat Jackson State, and they're showing that they are ready. What can you say about Raymond Woody Jr. in the third year of rebuilding this program? You take a look at the big storyline that we've been talking about all week in the sports world was the suspended players that are now eligible to come back, and the big name on that list, Christian Loving, is going to be added to the offensive line as their captain of the line at the center position.
Yeah, starting center, really one of their best players on the offense, so him coming back. But you asked what the show with Raymond Woody has done. It goes to show there's no quit in this football team. They didn't want to have any excuses. We had all these guys suspended and this and that. They are out here playing their hearts out. Again, you saw the domination by Jackson State statistically.
There you see Loving.
Look at Loving's getting ready to come back into the game.
He is their leader. They said he was so important. He makes all the calls up front. He recognizes where the blitzes are coming from. And now they get him. The suspension ends for 4 of the 9 Bethune-Cookman players.
And do you think he's not geared up? He probably feels terrible for letting his team down and being suspended for the first half. He is going to be worked up knowing that this offense, that this team, I should say, has a shot to get back into this game.
Quick pass, complete. Malik Huggins, very close. He's got a first down right at the marker.
Yeah, and this is something they really didn't try much in the first half, just this quick passing game. They're trying to establish some things downfield, and that's why Ransom, a lot of times is taking off on the run because the coverage and things bottled up.
So remove the chains. Back to the ground. Imani Robinson picks up 3 yards.
I really want to see Jackson State's attitude right here, because that swing at the end of the first half, the interception, the big play, and the field goal, are they going to come out and play like champions, or are they going to just let Bethune kind of keep in this game? I really want to see what type of, if they've got this kind of champions pedigree right here, attitude-wise, these first couple drives.
But you could see the momentum swing at the end of that first half. 2nd and 6 for Bethune-Cookman. Ransom got time, crossing, complete. And you could see the speed of Javon Ross, who had the touchdown on the kickoff return. He is so fast, and one of the worries that head coach T.C. Taylor had when we had an opportunity to talk to him earlier in the league was the speed of this Bethune-Cookman team.
But look at the protection, and if we could go back, if we could rewind that back just a touch, I know we might not have time, but we saw Christian Loving absolutely lock up Jeremiah Williams there on the interior, creating the lane for Ransom to throw it to across the middle.
Ransom, RPO, he keeps it, and he's got a lot of room to run. He'll rip off 16 yards on the play and pick up another first down. before Ashton Taylor brings him down.
So he's looking at the read. The end crashes. He slips in between, and now we know how powerful of a runner that he is. Look, this run-pass rhythm that Bethune has going right here has got Jackson State on its heels. Very interesting here. Bethune Cookman is really digging in. Again, Christian Loving back in at center after being suspended for the first half.
They send Ross in motion. Back to the ground. Kamani Robinson, maybe a yard over the left side. Jackson State was there. But you get the sense that with Christian Loving back on the field, he's kind of been the security blanket for this offensive line. And they've kind of, you know, you just feel a lot better when you have your captain up there.
You do, but Thornton did a fine job in the first half. I mean, the things that were breaking down offensively were not coming from the center position. It's just that, like you said, Loving being the captain, being kind of the granddaddy, so to speak, to lead these guys might give them some type of influence, so to speak. But they're driving the ball. I mean, just great play calling. Ransom
fires it low, skips it a little too low. Kamani Robinson was open, but now it'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I mean, this might have been one where Ransom might have been wiser keeping it. I mean, he's shown such an excellent job running the ball, done such an excellent job doing that. Could have got more yardage. Now a big play. And we've seen that the field goal kicker, he can convert from this distance as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 9. Bethune Cookman 1 for 5 on 3rd down in this game. Ransom across the middle, incomplete. He was looking for Miles Morales, the redshirt senior tight end, but it's incomplete. 4th and 9, and they're going to go back to their field goal kicker, who just banged through a season-long 44-yarder earlier in the game. So Juan Dominguez on with an opportunity to get Bethune-Cookman to within a point.
On that last incompletion, Jackson State might have gotten an assist from the official, who kind of crossed in front of the receiver right as the ball was coming down.
From 39. Oh,
yeah. Yes! Just inside the upright.
Just inside that upright. And we've got a 1-point game.
Okay. What a drive by Bethune-Cookman. Just mixed it up all down the field to convert.
How about Juan Dominguez? Bangs it just inside the upright.
Plus members get early access to the hottest Black Friday deals. Who knew? That's first dibs on Walmart's best deals online. Wait, first dibs. Let's wrap this up.
The biggest games, the best bands, and all the crowd-stomping plays. All the action is here. HBCU Go is your #1 home for live HBCU football. The Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Saturday, November 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Presented by Crest. Smile. Crest has you covered.
They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I'll be gone soon, and all this will be yours.
Fred and Lamont Sanford are no exception.
You big dummy.
Where age might divide them.
I'm surprised I've been around this long with his heart. Yeah, me too.
The family business keeps them close. Find money-making schemes and big laughs on the Griot Classics. Check your local listings.
Love local TV? The Local Now app has hundreds of TV channels and thousands of movies and shows, all free, all the time.
Are you kidding me?
National and local news.
What's happening in San Francisco?
And unlimited entertainment.
Deal or no deal?
No. Oh my God.
Yeah, you were saying that a lot last night.
The best free TV. No credit card, no catch.
This is insane.
Local Now, free TV that starts in your city.
It's unfiltered.
Don't you stick your fat arm down in that crap.
It's unscripted. It's Unleashed, Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen. Every night on CBS, right after Stephen Colbert.
Want to see who is leading the conference? Just tell Siri, show me the SWAC football standings.
And welcome back. You take a look at the SWAC standings, courtesy of Siri. Well, Jackson State in control. Remember, they beat Alabama State in that match earlier in the year.
Yeah, I mean, that's the important thing, but Jackson State had better handle its business today. As we look at some of the scenarios, well, we're not going to have those right now, but Jackson State is precarious right now. Bethune Cookman to come out on the opening drive right there and to just jam it down there for a field goal to pull within one. That was a significant drive. The mix of the run and the pass, that was the most aggressive we've seen them be offensively all day and the most impactful.
Dominguez gets a leg into it. It's Simmons. He's going to bring it out. Past the 10. And he's upended. We got a flag. He's just shy of the 20-yard line, brought down by Baez. But we've got a flag on the play.
Yeah, if this is against Jackson State, this is just going to add to their penalty frustration.
Personal foul. Illegal blindside block. Return team. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Yeah, so the penalty yards continue to pile up for Jackson State.
And you know, this is one where you look at the body language of Jackson State in the blue jerseys. They did not think he was going to bring it out. Look at how many Bethune-Cookman players have gotten behind the protection. So that might be why when someone says, oh, he's bringing it out, they get called for this penalty right here. But again, the penalties have really staggered Jackson State today. And now they've got to open up this drive from inside its own 10-yard line.
That's their 7th penalty for 49 yards. The rushing attack has been effective for Jackson State. You wonder if they'll just commit to that in the second half. They'll start with Ahmad Miller.
Got a huge hole off of right tackle. Quavion Davis.
Antoine Watts made the tackle. Quavion Davis.
And it looks like Isaiah Villanueva is also in there at right guard.
Their offensive line, seeing them yesterday at the walkthrough, man, they've got a big offensive line.
They look different, but again, the points aren't showing up on the board.
Miller tries the left side, a couple more yards, bring up a 3rd and short. Jaden Davis makes the tackle.
And like you said, Darren, they're coming out here and they said, let's do what we do, and let's put our foot on the ground and let's run the football.
This is who we are.
They've got to establish some type of physical dominance, because that last drive there by Bethune Cookman, to pull within one, kind of got him on the heels. Oh, what a tough run by Miller.
Miller, 5 more yards on the play for Ahmad Miller.
Watch how he finishes his run. Oh, man.
Stephen Sparrow Jr. made the tackle.
Ugh.
Ahead of steam.
That's determination. Wow. And Miller's
to be physical.
Yeah, I mean, Miller's a 205, 207 pounder. So that's not a light dude dropping that shoulder.
Lockhart rolls complete. And this is what we expected to see for most of this game. Nate Rembert making the catch. He is their lethal weapon. A couple of touchdowns last week. Picks up 12 on the play.
You can use him in a lot of different ways, but what else is different is they move the pocket for Lockhart. Right, he rolled out on that one almost the whole entire game we've seen thus far. He's been doing typical drop back stuff because he is a pocket passer, but he just showed that he can pass out of the pocket as well.
Miller again ahead of steam. Oh, gets up close to the 45-yard line.
Got a little extracurricular going on here.
A lot of whistles, no flag as of yet.
They got to it. Officials got in there quickly. But boy, Miller is running with some serious attitude right now. Got replaced by Davenport. Boy, he is dropping the hammer.
So Davenport comes in. Bethune also checking in some fresh bodies.
Yeah, mass substitution on that play.
Lockhart on the RPO will keep it. He doesn't get much.
This is a great play by Keon Clark on the edge right here. He got depth to make it seem like he was going to, pick up the mesh, the pitch man, but also had the position and athleticism to close down on Lockhart. What a great play by Keon Clark.
And the redshirt sophomore out of Tampa, Florida, with the big play, bring up 3rd and 4. (14-13), 1-point lead for Jackson State here at home. Nice cutback and a first down as the helmet flies off. That was Denario Davenport, 7 yards on the play. We've seen helmets flying off all day.
Yes, we have. And number 74, DeAndre Towns Blue. We've called his name a few times, but this left guard is clearing space for his running backs on these inside runs.
So a first down after the run. Ball spotted just across the midfield stripe at the 49. Pass complete. They'll pick up 7 more yards on the play. That time they found their tight end, Jensen Riley.
See, what they're doing here right now with that play, they're testing eye discipline. Are they going to cave on the run? This is zone coverage right there. Slips it in. Well thrown ball by Lockhart.
They really like his ability to receive, Jensen Riley. They've got another first down, and look at him continue to churn those legs. Ahmad Miller, who is closing in on a 1,000-yard season. He's brought down by Johnny Harris. A pickup of 10 yards.
Just punishing run. He's going beast mode right here, not allowing the first defender to bring him down, but that first defender is feeling him when he makes contact.
We're going to pound the ball down the field.
Showing edge pressure, edge blitz.
It's Miller. This time the yellow jerseys are there, and there's a lot of yapping out there as things are elevating. You saw Isaiah Washburn, one of the suspended players who returned, making the tackle.
He's a good player. The Jackson State coaches were like, man, them not having him for the first half is going to mean something, because he is an impact, the guy who really affects things. Number 11.
Davenport is checked back in at running back. Pull it out. Incomplete. Looking for Janalen Dupree, but it's incomplete. So now it'll bring up a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, a little bit behind Dupree right there. Second drop by Dupree.
Now, you think you're in 4-down territory here?
I do. I think they need to just establish some confidence right here after some of the things that have happened at the end of the first half, and then Bethune driving down the field and getting points up on this initial drive in the 3rd quarter.
3 for 8 on 3rd down. Jackson State is in this game. Lockhart with time, rolling. Nearly picked off. The dangerous pass. It was knocked down by Montrevious Lloyd. So now it's 4th and 9.
Yeah, you're watching it. They move him a little bit, but he can't step into it. And boy, he put this ball in harm's way.
He was looking for Denario Davenport. So yeah, Lockhart's going to stay on the field as you.
Nope, they're bringing on the field goal team. They're taking some time here. They're going to have to burn a timeout to figure out what they're doing.
They've got 10 seconds.
Yep.
And the fans are trying to encourage them to go for it, but a timeout has been called.
Yeah, T.C. Taylor is not happy with the indecision.
By the way, Steve, let's take a look at today's Did You Know, brought to you by Geico. Get more with Geico. Which Bethune Cookman alumnus scored a TD in the Super Bowl? We'll have that for you when we return.
The SWAC, the premier athletic conference in the nation. A collection of schools rich in tradition, pride, and pedigree. Sacrifice, winning, allegiance, champions. We are the Swac'n, building champions for life.
I got this old thing and the bill from the store where I got it. Figured you could beat it with a better deal than one of these big boys.
That doesn't work that way.
Well, at Verizon, anyone can bring in their AT&T or T-Mobile bill and they'll give you a better deal.
Oh, Verizon's pricey.
No, better deal, best 5G network. Back to the TV. Does it come higher than 8K? Because I don't like to squint.
Man, take your TV and go.
Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store for a better deal today.
Guess you're not as cool as Verizon.
You don't know that?
The biggest games, the best bands, and all the crowd-stomping plays. All the action is here. HBCU Go is your #1 home for live HBCU football. The Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Saturday, November 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Presented by Crest. Smile. Crest has you covered.
Catch all the laughs here on the Griot Classics. The Jeffersons.
Oh, hi.
Sanford and Son.
You big dummy.
Different Strokes.
What you talking about, Willis?
The Cosby Show.
Absolutely.
227.
Mary.
Good Times.
Dynamite.
Old friends. Lots of laughs.
I think we died and went to heaven.
So watch The Griot for timeless comedy. Check local listings. Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent. That's the problem.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Powerful.
I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. I'm going to throw you out real quick.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
All right, before the break, we asked you in the Geico Did You Know, which Bethune Cookman alumnus scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl? How about Nick Collins, who was a fantastic player?
He was a great player. He was a great player. He dominated in the MEAC. There's Nick right there. He coaches cornerbacks and DBs at Bethune Cookman. He followed Rashean Mathis, Black College Football Hall of Famer at Bethune Cookman. But when he played for the Packers, he's one of the best players I've seen, but they had a neck injury that ended his career.
Yeah, he was a terrific player for the Packers.
He's in the Packers Hall of Fame. You know how hard that is?
Isn't it awesome when you see all these players come back and coach at their respective schools? You've seen it with T.C. Taylor, Nick Collins. Here's Lockhart looking upfield, knocked away and nearly picked off by number 12. That was Jaden Williams.
I don't get that play call. I do not get that play call. It is 4th and 9. And you take a shot call like this after a timeout. Woo, interesting.
What a play by Jaden Williams. I mean, I guess I understand you want to take a shot to the end zone.
Jaden Williams with a fantastic play. Look at this coverage. What happened, I'm sure, is he saw man-to-man, single coverage, said, let's take a shot. Our guy's better than your guy, but Jaden Williams was not having it. What a fantastic play from the sophomore.
Jarrett Lockhart didn't quite get the ball far enough out. And how about the play by Jaden Williams? He was coached up pretty good by Nick Collins.
By Nick Collins, absolutely, the guy we were just talking about. But look at the elevation. He wanted this. He was not going to get beat for a first down and a touchdown on that play. Still confused by the play call, but again, I could see because it was one-on-one, you take the shot.
So back onto the field comes Bethune-Cookman, Cameron Ransom.
Big drive for Bethune right here.
They hand it off. That's Ollie Scott Jr. bringing it right side. Nothing doing on that short side of the field. Ashton Taylor was there to push him out of bounds.
If Bethune gets something working right here, though, because remember last drive, they went kind of quick pass, run, quick pass, run. Really got Jackson State on his heels. Let's see if they can remain that creative, because there was some really good play calling on that last drive.
Cameron Ransom, what a game he has played. He can do so many different things, has a very strong arm, but the physicality that he brings to the run game is so effective. Bethune Cookman leads the SWAC conference in time of possession as well. Ransom, this time he'll run it, puts it down, cuts it back. Close to another first down. I think he's got it.
This was such a heads-up play by Ransom. If we can watch this again, he notices right before the snap. Watch how many guys bailed out for Jackson State. They read the swing pass and he wanted to go swing pass left. He saw that was covered and tucked it and ran. What a heads-up play. Ransom is really in a groove right now to start the second half.
It's one of the reasons why he was a preseason All-SWAC selection. Going to the Legacy Bowl. Ransom again. He likes to run, cuts it back, spins again, and he'll pick up 8 yards on this run.
He is daring Jackson State to spy him. I mean, they might want to designate a nickel backer or somebody to spy him, because right now they're sending the receivers out, and he's just finding a lane and running it. He's getting 6 and 7 yards a pop here.
Raymond Woody again told us that he has progressed from last year. They would like to see him focus attention to detail, techniques, and fundamentals. But I tell you what, he's using those legs, and it's effective. Uh-oh, dropped the ball, and Jackson State has recovered it. So exactly what Raymond Woody said that his team couldn't afford to do, turn it over.
Reed Pulliam, the inside backer with the recovery, but Darren almost on cue. You said that Coach Woody wanted Ransom to focus on the details. The snap is there. He simply dropped it. He took his eye off of it. Pulliam was coming in on the blitz, and the ball was right there. What a potential turn of events for both teams right here.
So Pulliam comes up with a big play on the fumble recovery. He gets the belt. 14-13, 1-point game in Mississippi.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. Chevrolet, honored to support the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
When you go to school, look for someone that uses Charmin. They know value when they see it.
Okay, Mom.
And never ever date anyone who uses One-Ply.
Why not?
Because if they don't love themselves, they can't love you.
Charmin, this is how we HBCU.
The biggest games, the best bands, and all the crowd-stomping plays. All the action is here. HBCU Go is your #1 home for live HBCU football. The Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Saturday, November 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Presented by Crest. Smile. Crest has you covered.
She doesn't mince words.
Why aren't you stopping the behavior if it's happening right in front of you?
She never accepts disrespect.
Stop your nonsense, or we will be escorting you out.
Justice for the People with Judge Millian. Check your local listings for times and channel.
And welcome back. Raymond Woody saying we cannot beat ourselves. They had 3 fumbles last week, and their first one today gives Jackson State another possession. This is Denario Davenport into the pack. We've got a flag on the play. A.J. Hall with the tackle blitz.
Deep defense.
And that one's going to go against Bethune Cookman. That's their first penalty of the day.
How about that? Turn of events. You have a fumbled snap, which leads to a turnover, and now you come out on the first play and get your first penalty. Let's see if Jackson State can capitalize it on it. But Bethune Cookman,
I told him to. I got with DJ. Made sure he did it. I made sure he did it.
Continue to do so.
You're going to have to overcome some adversity. That's been the mantra for Raymond Woody, telling his team as they try to keep their hopes alive. It's Davenport, left side. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down marker brought down by Johnny Harris.
Yeah, and I've noticed for Jackson State, 72 Isaiah Villanueva has been playing center for most of this half, and he's looked really strong out there. I mean, on that play right there, he's driving bodies all around.
Oh, that zone run to the left side. As Jaden Cummings, one of the suspended players that came back, picks up 11 yards on the play. Check that. That's Steven Sparrow Jr. made the tackle.
And you're talking about the zone run. Okay, you see 74, DeAndre Towns blue, and Mason Barton clear a hole. But the way that the running back went at the outside shoulder of the defender made it impossible for him to make the tackle on a physical run. Oh, there he goes.
Davenport breaking tackles, crossing the 10-yard line, brought down at the 5.
Davenport running to the left again. They found something over there. He gets up a little slow, but man, he is running with some authority. Oh, Davenport just went down.
Yeah, Davenport is down. What a day. And you look at the variety of runners that Jackson State throws at you with Ahmad Miller, Denario Davenport. We've seen Travis Terrell, the three-headed monster. Over 2,400 rushing yards as a team.
Well,
injury timeout. We'll take one here as well. 14-13, Jackson State.
When we're in college, we're still gonna talk every day, right?
We're twins, of course.
You know I love you, but you know you're flaky.
Good thing I use this then, huh? Seriously, Jazz. Every day, I promise.
Head and Shoulders Bare. This is how we HBCU.
The SWAC, the premier athletic conference in the nation. A collection of schools rich in tradition, pride, and pedigree. Sacrifice. Winning. Allegiance. Champions. We are the SWAC. Building champions for life.
Did you hear?
I can't believe it.
The residents of 227 are on the front stoop again.
Calvin wants to show me where he goes when he wants to think about things.
Huh. Must be a very small place.
If gossip is gospel on 227,
Did you see that?
then the Griot Classics is the church.
You home early, son?
My boss let me off. I have a severe headache.
Your neighborhood for classic laughs. Check your local listings.
The energy is contagious.
This game just got big.
That's how we do it, fellas.
And better.
I need to hear y'all a little bit more.
Because we're back.
It's still a party here on HBCU Go.
And this season, it's about the grit. The glory.
Big Bites has been in the building.
And the clash of champions.
Congratulations. You guys did it again.
Every game is our championship game.
The 2025 HBCU Go football season is here. Only on HBCU Go.
New on the Griot. Masters of the game.
Thank you very much. Welcome you back. 14-13 our score. Take a look at the production of the Jackson State rushing attack. Man, so effective. Exactly as we told you at the beginning of this game. This is Ahmad Miller into the pack, but the yellow jerseys are there.
Yeah, the key for Jackson State now is to get points on the board, preferably for a touchdown. As we gave the stat earlier, Bethune Cookman had given up scores on 35 of 36 trips to the red zone. They got an interception at the end of the first half, and now they're getting tested right again in this territory.
So Miller goes out, Davenport back in on a 2nd and goal. They go Davenport again, that left side. And he's into the house for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown on the left side. And Jackson State extends the lead back to 7.
Wow, nice run here by Tenario Davenport. He gives the Sikahema boxing the back. But again, look at the left side. This is ideal zone run blocking. You heard their coaches say when the running back shoulder pads move at the same, there's the Sikahema. But when the running back shoulder pads move the same way as the offensive line does, all on a thread, that goes to show you how in sync they are with the run game.
And the PAT is good by Donovan Warren. There was a key block by Jency Riley, the tight end, who's not only good in the passing game, but you saw what he could do at the point of attack.
And a lot of times they kind of set him in that flanker position where they set him up right behind the tight end, because there's a lot of things you can do from that position. But all those runs, especially like Davenport on that drive, went to the left side. Again, Barton, DeAndre Towns Blue, as you talked about, Jency Riley, they found something over there and they exploited it. I don't know why they would go away from it the rest of the way. Because again, when they're running the ball, you just showed the number there where every running back is eating. Nobody can be upset about their touches or production. Just keep doing that. But again, all of this was set up because of a fumble by Cam Ransom, the quarterback for Bethune Cookman. They were driving the football. He just fumbled the snap. Reed Pulliam for Jackson State gets it, and then they just drive right down the field.
As we say in sports, it was an unforced error.
Yes. Look at this. And we're only in the third quarter.
Yeah.
I'd like that Sikahema drop, the celebration right there. Remember Vi used to do that when he was with the Eagles and the old St. Louis Cardinals?
Impressive.
All over it, man.
You dug that one out. Good.
He's got space.
He's got a block. Gets up to the 30-yard line. And that was one back for Bethune Cookman. They've got plenty of time left in this third quarter, and we know how explosive they are. As we take a look at the standings in the SWAC East, you're looking at what has to happen. Remember, Jackson State in control after this game. They've got Alcorn coming in next week. Alabama State's got Mississippi Valley and Arkansas Pine Bluff in a game you can see in HBCU go next week. Bethune-Cookman will finish up with the Florida Classic against FAMU.
So you saw the Alabama State Hornets, right?
Yes.
There's been a bunch of those buzzing around the booth today, and Darren, you know, you've been quite uneasy.
I've had my book, but it is eerily symbolic.
They're hovering.
That's Timmy McLean who is checked in.
Yeah, and see, it'll throw you because both quarterbacks are left-handed. McLean, as you showed.
No, check that. That is Cam Ransom.
That is Cam Ransom.
It looked like McLean, who wears number 7. We're up here, I should say, close to heaven in the press box.
With the Hornets. Yeah, that's Ransom. You can tell Ransom, again, he's got kind of this awkward stance, this wide-legged stance, which is kind of his defining thing when he takes the shotgun snap.
They'll go to the ground. No, RPO pulls it out, and it's complete close to the marker to Javon Ross.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here. Kind of this creative edge passing game to spread Jackson State out. This is when they scored on the opening drive of the third quarter. This is how they approached it. Kind of got Jackson State on its heels. I'm surprised we haven't seen Jackson State try to warm up Ransom a little bit more, though, with some different pressures. They got Rodriguez in a tailback now, too.
Juan Rodriguez getting some playing time. First down after the completion. Again, he's going to pull it down and run. Only pick up a couple of yards on that play.
Watch this block by Spider-Man, number 18, the tight end, Miles Morales. If there is any way we can replay this. This is one of the things you want to show to people in a film room about how to engage and to break somebody. Got a stoppage of play here.
You have some great tight ends in this game. Talk about Raymond Woody, the head coach of Bethune-Cookman. In this third year, he's got some of his players implemented. We have reached the end of the third quarter. And we will take a break in the action as we get ready for the thrilling conclusion to this game. Jackson State just scores to take an 8-point lead, but we've got a one-score game as we head to the fourth.
Hey, make sure y'all like the stream, share the stream while you're on here. Make sure you become a member of the channel that's pinned in the comments. Also, if you can, donate to the channel. If you can, donate to the channel. I had it up there early. Big game coming down to the wire. I thought it'd be a little worse than this. I ain't gonna lie. Don't cook hanging in there closer than what I thought. So good game. Can donate to the channel. Go to hell and do that. Extra one place, I think.
Biggest games, the best bands, and all the crowd-stomping plays. All the action is here. HBCU Go is your #1 home for live HBCU football. The Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Saturday, November 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Presented by Crest. Smile. Crest has you covered.
We the People delivers compelling cases and firm justice.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
She's smart.
Even though there are accidents that happen, you have to be willing to remedy those accidents.
She's confident.
If you've been in contact with someone who has tested positive, why wouldn't you be responsible enough to get yourself tested?
We the People, all new with Judge Lauren Lake. Check your local listings for times and channel, where age might divide them.
You big dummy.
Goes around the Swac'n. FAMU up 6-0. Almost in the first with A&M. PB up 7-0. First quarter. Southern up 14-7. Hawthorne up 7-3. Southern got 14 points in the first quarter. Man. You know, like Prairie about to score again. They got the ball on the 6-yard line. Grandma came out and scored 3. The Auburn came down for a quick touchdown. That was getting the ball back. 48 seconds left in the first. FAMU up 6-0 at the end of the first. Then 14-7 with 2 minutes, 55 seconds left. Make sure you like the stream, share the stream. Donate to the channel if you can. $1, $2, it don't matter. Anything to support the channel. And like and share. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. There's 1,200 people watching right now. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, help us out. Thank you.
21-13. I'm here with Jackson State head coach T.C. Taylor. Coach, huge TD by your team in the third quarter. What do you need from your guys going into the fourth?
Continue to play good defense, you know, and we got to continue to be able to run the football. That was a hell of a drive by our offense there. We're playing good defense right now, but Bethune is fighting. You know, they're fighting their butts off right now. So we got to find a way to win the fourth quarter.
And when you think about your quarterback play, what do you need more from your quarterback going into the fourth?
Just settle down and continue to protect the football and continue to move the ball down the field. But he got to have good ball security, continue to execute the plays. That's why the run game is so important right now.
All right, Coach, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Nia. You talk about that run game. They have the luxury of running the football. They're the best in the country at doing it.
Yeah, look, their offensive line, though, that's where the credit needs to go. We have seen some of their guys, especially DeAndre Towns, Blue, the guard, O-line, just play exceptional football.
Yeah, Ransom felt like the ball slipped out of his hands. He was looking for Javon Ross on the far side of the field.
Yeah, took a shot by Quincy Ivory, too, right as he was throwing it. Couldn't step into it fully. It was there. Big third down right here.
Here we go, 3rd and 8. It's Bethune Cookman trying to answer.
We're seeing a lot of subs come in for Jackson State. We'll see if they try to match up, maybe come up some type of delayed pressure. I don't know if they do that. They may keep a spy, since Ransom has really broken off runs on these types of plays.
They are one for, sorry about that, Steve. They're 1 for 6 on 3rd down. Bethune-Cookman is. There's Ransom rolling, looking, complete.
Ooh. This is close.
This is going to depend on the spot. That's Javon Ross making the catch.
Looks a little short.
They are going to spot it. Yeah, I don't even think it's a full yard, Steve.
No, it doesn't look like it. And what you saw on that play right there, number 11 for Jackson State, Carmelo Jones, the linebacker, he came in and he spied Cam Ransom. That's how come Ransom couldn't get loose on this run. Big 4th down right here.
So 4th down. Ransom will keep it. He's got the 1st down and more.
Jackson State bit. They bit on the fake, and Ransom pulled it. What a heads-up play on that option. We watch everybody in blue jersey cave on the dive. Opened up right here. Just a heads-up play by Ransom. What a significant 4th down conversion.
And you take a look at defensive coordinator Terenzio Quinn, trying to figure out how to stop Cam Ransom, who has done pretty much a lot of the tough running in this game. Here's Ross. Now jet sweep it left. He's got some blockers, but nobody picked up number 7. That's Reed Bullion, who's made some plays in this game. We got a flag down though, Steve.
Yeah, Bullion's want to recover the fumble, but man, that is arriving with bad intentions. His flag came in late too.
Blocking the back. Offense, number 18. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains 1st down.
So marching back 10. That was Miles Morales.
You'll see it right here at the top. Yep, he grabs number 5, hooks him, spins him. This is the type of negative play, though, that just upsets a potential scoring drive. Now they're 1st and 20, 43. Change your play calls a little bit here.
Ransom. Near side into the shadow. Was looking for Malik Huggins, but incomplete. Levi Wyatt in on the coverage.
Hey, Ransom's getting some great protection from his line up front. Jackson State's not blitzing, but they're running some games up front, and Bethune is not fooled. That's just an opportunity for them. You know, Wyatt made a good play on the ball, but opportunity for them to get some of those yards back. Now they're in a real tough spot.
2nd and 20 for Bethune-Cookman.
Play clock. They're getting deep in the play clock here. They got to get something going.
Just gets it off. They set up a screen. There's not a lot over there. So that was Malik Huggins who makes the reception. B.J. Washington makes the tackle. So it's a 3rd and long.
Yeah, Jess, you sniffed that out. Now this is a significant play right here. I would expect Jackson State to bring some coverage to see if they can get Ransom to commit while also having a spy on Ransom to run it.
And if you're Raymond Woody Jr., you have to be thinking about the fact that Jackson State has the luxury of running that football and eating up some clock.
They're deep in the play clock again. They can't take a penalty here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They got the timeout.
Yeah, they got the timeout. And clearly not happy is Dante Pimpleton.
Not at all.
Like what? Snap the ball.
But it's not smart football. This is where the quarterback's got to be aware of the situation. You cannot. That's 2 plays in a row where they got deep into the play clock.
And we talked about this. A lot of talk about Cam Ransom. They love his physical talents, but they want the details. They want the techniques. They want the fundamentals. but we can see how effective he can be with the legs. He's got a very strong arm, and he has big aspirations. One of the reasons why he's going to the Legacy Bowl in February.
Yeah, but you know, the attention to details. We saw earlier on a drive where they were moving the ball and he fumbled the snap, allowed Jackson State to recover and go down to score a touchdown. Ransom's played really well, but he cannot. You got to get the play called. You got to get everyone set. Not in this situation can you afford to take a penalty like that after you had a previous penalty to set you back so deep, you know, near towards midfield.
So they lose a timeout. 3rd and 14 for Bethune Cookman. Jackson brings an extra man. Oh, it's picked off! Intercepted on the play. That's Cam Salas. So Cam Salas, the redshirt sophomore, who T.C. Taylor told us when we talked to him earlier this week, he said he's absolutely one of the fastest growing players who has just come into his own this year.
Salas with the pick, but this is set up by number 11, Carmelo Jones. Look at him on the stunt. Boom! Oh my goodness, he delivered a blow to Cam Ransom. He couldn't step into the throw, and Salas with a big INT. Back-to-back giveaways by Bethune Cookman at a time when they had to keep their composure and not make mistakes. You had the giveaways, some penalties on that drive as well. Again, composure and poise at money time make the difference in situations like this.
So now Jackson State gets the ball back. 12-28, Cam Salas with the big play, and now we'll see that rushing attack as Ahmad Miller gets it. This is what you do. People talk about the old 4-minute offense. Well, you can run it. You can hold on to the ball. Yeah, he gets the belt.
Well, we'll see. I mean, Bethune Cookman really stood up on that play. We've seen Jackson State have a lot of success running to the left. We're seeing the back-to-back plays in 2-back formation. We really haven't seen this much of the game.
They go the right side, and this is going to bring up a 3rd and 5, Steve.
Yeah, we saw Terrell on the run, back-to-back runs to the right side. We'll see if they're using that to set up some type of play-action pass or a misdirection counter in the run game and go back towards the left side where they've really been hammering away successfully. Again, we're seeing the 2-back, something we have not seen much of this game.
RPO, he keeps it. He's got a first down. Jared Lockhart. What a great play action there.
So this is some old school with the 2-back. We're going to try some veer looks. The line goes one way, he pulls it, keeps it. This is a great run because the pitch was there also. He could have pitched it and they could have got the first down yardage, but you see him cut back. Again, he's a big dude, right? He's 6'4". You know, probably
6'5", 187.
6'5", 187, and he looks bigger than that, but what a heads-up play.
This time the yellow jerseys are there. And it's number 44, A.J. Hall Jr. making the tackle.
Yeah, he just blew through his gap. That right side, you've got to get a little bit more physical and stay kind of to their disciplines. You can't let a backside defender just blow a play up like that.
He lost 3 yards on the play.
I mean, Bethune is, I mean, these guys are game. They are, this defensive front is really playing hard.
Yeah, Terrell breaks a tackle. They had him, and he breaks a tackle and picks up 8 yards on the play. Antoine Watts brings him down.
But you can see there's just a mentality. I mean, here's Terrell, 170 pounds, running just as hard as Ahmad Miller and Denario Davenport. You're saying he stopped right there. I mean, 54, Jeremy Greaves had him. Couldn't hang on to him, though, because of the strength.
They bring Ahmad Miller back, and they go to him, and this time he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Again, Adrian Hall Jr., AJ, makes the tackle.
So here they're setting up, they're using like some old school veer option principles. So they're setting up the dive stuff, setting up stuff for the pitch, but it just didn't work. I mean, they got stopped. And now it's a punt situation.
Yeah,
I mean, Greaves had a good series on that series.
So they were not willing to open up the playbook and pass it. They're going to commit to the run. Bethune stops them. And again, we got a 1-score game.
That was a big stand by Bethune's defense after their offense lost its composure a little bit.
Here's Malik Huggins, fair catching it at the 16-yard line. So Bethune Cookman back on offense, breaking the action. One-score game, 21-13, Jackson State with a lead.
Santa, did you get my letter?
Oh, I'm not. Elf? Elf. I'm 6'3". You want your family to go to T-Mobile, where you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. Awesome cameras, epic display, right, Mrs. Claus?
Actually, I'm her much younger sister. Also at T-Mobile, there's no trade-in needed when you switch. Dude.
Yeah?
Not you.
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
So what am I getting?
America's best network, kid.
You're going to be doing this on your own in college. 3 easy steps. Step 1, Tide Pod. Step 2, laundry. Step 3, set the cold water.
I got this.
Tide. This is how we HBC you.
The biggest games, the best bands, and all the crowd-stomping plays. All the action is here. HBCU Go is your #1 home for live HBCU football. The Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Saturday, November 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Presented by Crest. Smile. Crest has you covered.
Love local TV? The Local Now app has hundreds of TV channels and thousands of movies and shows, all free, all the time.
Are you kidding me?
National and local news.
What's happening in San Francisco?
And unlimited entertainment.
Deal or no deal?
No. Oh my God.
Yeah, you were saying that a lot last night.
The best free TV. No credit card, no catch.
This is insane.
Local Now, free TV that starts in your city.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
And welcome back. 21-13 our score. Today's Scholar Athletes brought to you by Unstoppables. And how about Antoine Watts, the redshirt senior, who's got a 3.62 in interdisciplinary studies, and Cam Salas. Not only is he smart, but he can make some plays as well. Came up with a big interception.
Yeah, yes, he did. I mean, Salas has been all over it. Antoine Watts has made a lot of plays today too. He's another player who's accepted his invite to the HBCU Legacy Bowl, which is the all-star showcase for draft eligible players. And you're seeing Cam Salas right here after that pick.
He gets the belt.
It's T-H-E-E belt. The belt.
The belt. The belt. Okay.
Yeah, we're Jackson State. We got to add that E onto it.
21-13 our score. And Ransom going back to work. Option, keeps it, not much.
This was an interesting adjustment by Jackson State on defense. One of the few times today they actually pulled an extra defender to the 5-man defensive front. That evened up the math on this option type of run, which is why Ransom had no place to go. Normally they've been playing 3 and 4. They added a 5th defender on that play, and that's what shut it down.
If you're looking at this game from Raymond Woody's perspective, he talked all week about not turning the ball over. Here's Ransom. Complete. Oh, he had it in his hands. Malik Huggins couldn't squeeze it.
Yeah, it's the little things like this that have hurt Bethune when they've had something rolling. The drop snap by Ransom. Just a drop pass. He had it. He had the first down. They're playing off-man coverage. He just dropped it. I mean, he had the first down right there, and Huggins is such a good player. That is something you just don't see him do very often.
Yeah, KJ Chisholm had something to do with that. He felt or heard the footsteps coming. So Ransom here on a 3rd and 10.
Huge third down.
Kamani Robinson, running back in the backfield. Play action. Ransom across the middle. and he was looking for Josh Evans, and it's incomplete. It'll be a 3-and-out.
Yeah, just off target. I mean, that's all that was. Jackson State turns, gets Bethune to have to punt. Disappointing drive for Bethune Cookman because they need to get something going right now. Now Jackson State's going to have an opportunity to put points on the board. We'll see if JSU, though, opens up the offense a little more. For the first time, we saw him get real conservative on that last drive.
So Jackson State, they will send back Jabari Jones. As long as
deep in this play clock again, they cannot take a penalty here on a punt attempt.
They just get it off. Max Tulin,
man,
good punt.
Oh, he
gets a wonderful roll, and it goes out. It could not have been better.
I mean, he has been booming punts all day. He has been fantastic.
A 64-yard punt by Max Tulin. That's his longest of the season. So special teams, Bethune Cookman, you could argue they've won that part of the game. We have a break in the action. As we take a look at the work of Max Tulin, a 64-yard punt. We got a one-score game here in Jackson, Mississippi.
As Mindy heard about Walmart's Black Friday deals, she called on an old friend, one who loved a good steal.
Walmart Black Friday deals are on November 14th through 16th. Walmart Black Friday.
It's kind of catchy.
Thank you, baby girl. Hey, enjoy that dishwasher while you can, because you're going to be needing these when you get to Hampton.
Cascade, this is how we HBCU.
The biggest games, the best bands, and all the crowd-stomping plays. All the action is here. HBCU Go is your #1 home for live HBCU football. The Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Saturday, November 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Presented by Crest. Smile. Crest has you covered.
Love local TV? The Local Now app has hundreds of TV channels and thousands of movies and shows, all free, all the time.
Are you kidding me?
National and local news.
What's happening in San Francisco?
And unlimited entertainment.
Deal or no deal?
No. Oh my God.
Yeah, you were saying that a lot last night.
The best free TV. No credit card, no catch.
This is insane.
Local Now. Free TV that starts in your city.
We the People delivers compelling cases and firm justice.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
She's smart.
Even though there are accidents that happen, you have to be willing to remedy those accidents.
She's confident.
If you've been in contact with someone who has tested positive, why wouldn't you be responsible enough to get yourself tested?
We the People, all new with Judge Lauren Lake. Check your local listings for times and channel.
And welcome back. As this football season comes to a close, it's also time for the HBCU Go Players of the Year Awards. Each year, HBCU Go gives the honor to a top offensive and top defensive player. Some of the top candidates for 2025 include Virginia Union running back Curtis Allen, Alabama State quarterback Andrew Body, and on the defensive side, it could be a repeat from Southern defensive end Kelby Givens. The HBCU Go Player of the Year Awards will be shared in December on all of our platforms at hbcugo.tv. And you take a look at some of the stories that we're following for you in HBCU Go. Johnson C. Smith with the early lead in the CIAA championship game. How about Benedict seeking a third title in the last 4 years? This one would be for Ron Dickerson Jr. taking on Albany State, 15 titles, second most to Tuskegee. And Nia, basketball is back, and Bethune Cookman right at the top, huh?
Yeah, D. I mean, I am really excited for this basketball season. Of course, Reggie Theus and his Wildcats have completely raised the bar at Bethune Cookman. Excited to see how they go. You know, of course, they had that earlier this month, the Wildcats took Auburn to overtime, and They're coming off a 41-point win on Tuesday, and they'll face Dayton later tonight.
Yeah, Reggie Theus has done a terrific job at building the Bethune Cookman basketball program. They put a scare into Auburn, man. They are really good this year.
Yeah, Albany State is leading in that SIAC championship game, I should say. As we see Jackson State get 2 yards on that counter run. We'll see if Bethune Cookman's defense can rise up again. Last time, Jackson State went exclusively to the run, tried some things they hadn't done before. Without much success. But right here, oh,
huge
man.
hole. And that's Denario Davenport getting another first down before he's pushed out of bounds by Matthew McKenzie.
His last 4 or 5 runs have been off left tackle, off of Mason Barton, and he has hit big explosive runs each and every time. Look at up front, big number 65, just turning the edge defender to spring Denario Davenport, who is having himself a day.
I got to tell you, it has to be somewhat demoralizing when you can come back with Ahmad Miller and then go to Travis Terrell. And this time it's Miller over the right side. And Bethune Cookman is there, but Denario Davenport, Miller, and Travis Terrell, this three-headed attack. All of them bring a different wrinkle. Joshua Thornhill made the tackle on the play.
And you know there's some guys, in the wings too, some running backs waiting in the wings because of the way the talent that they're accruing here at Jackson State.
Their 4th 300-yard rushing game this season. It's what they do. They fake the jet sweep. And Lockhart will take it up the middle himself before he is brought down by Montravius Lloyd.
And again, that's an option read. He's trying to see if somebody is going with the motion man. He could have given that off there to Rembert, though. The speed that Rembert has. Another big 3rd down. They got themselves in a situation last time. Bethune Cookman's defense, again, is really holding firm, especially on the left side of the defense, the right side of the offensive line. Jackson State has not had nearly the success it's had when it runs left.
3rd and 7 for Jackson State. Lockhart, they into the middle. Wait a minute.
He's got to be careful reaching the ball out. He held possession, but that is not where you want to reach it out when you're a couple yards short.
It doesn't look like they're going to. I didn't hear the whistle, though.
I was like, hey, watch at the very end when he sticks it out here. He's still well short. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. That's you give it up. I mean, he's down, but that's.
A.J. Hall pounced, but now they will boot it away and put the game into the hands of their defense.
Boy, I mean, Jackson State has really. They hit the play here and there, but their last 2 drives, their offense has just really not been what it's been most of the game.
That's Kyle Collins who boots it away to Malik Huggins. Break in the action. Back with more. 21-13. 4:26 here in Jackson.
You have a good day, okay, buddy?
They say the ground tells a story if you listen close enough. It carries weight. It knows where we're going.
I need a few donations. Give me a few donations to the channel. We'll keep this thing going. It's 1,400 people in here. $1, $2, it don't matter. Like the stream, share the stream. He only got 1 donation today. Help the channel out. Help the channel out.
All the action is here. HBCU Go is your #1 home for live HBCU football. The Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Saturday, November 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Presented by Crest. Smile. Crest has you covered.
It's Unfiltered.
If you over 45, don't you stick your fat arm down in that crap.
It's Unscripted. It's Unleashed.
Look at all the black people in here with glasses. We wearing glasses because it makes us look safe.
As 5 of the most hilarious comics take it to the edge every night. Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen. Every night on CBS, right after Stephen Colbert.
Welcome back to Jackson, Mississippi. Hey guys, last night was a special night for Coach T.C. Taylor. He was officially inducted into the Jackson State Hall of Fame as a part of the 2025 class. Listen, he told me it means everything to be honored alongside so many JSU greats. Coach said this special moment reminds him that he's making his younger self so proud, not just with what he did as a player, but the man and the leader he's become. He celebrated the night surrounded by family, loved ones, former teammates, and even his current team. A big congratulations to Coach Taylor on a well-deserved honor.
Certainly, you think about him, Nia, that senior year he had, he was dominant. 84 receptions, set a new school record, 1,234 yards, 11 touchdowns, and rightfully taking his place along the greats that have played here at Jackson State.
I mean, that is serious right there. For him to be among some of the legends who come from Jackson State goes to show you how great of a player he is, and just how he was, and how the esteem in which he still held.
Ransom's got time. He's going upfield. Knocked away at the last second. He was looking for Lorenzo Jenkins, but Kamari Rogers was there in on the coverage.
Rogers has had himself a game. He has showed us time and time again in man coverage how good of a player he is. He's sitting here in the receiver's hip pocket. Ball goes up, bats it away. This is his third or fourth pass breakup where he's just been right there. Yeah, this passing game, look at Bethune Cookman. Normally, 238, 114. Remember, one of those came on a 45-yard shot at the end of the first half.
Ransom again, this time shorter, and he slipped down. Another one of those unforced errors. Malik Huggins, there was some run after catch yards available there, Steve.
He had the opportunity to move the sticks, Darren.
So this will bring up about 3rd and 6.
And they have got to get going. They keep going deep into this play clock. That's also, at this point, turning into the game clock. They do not have time to be messing around like they're messing around. They've got to get their sideline, their operation in order here, because they are killing themselves with the clock.
Ransom, pressure, incomplete. And now it's 4th and 5. What do? You
go for it. You go for it right now. As deep as you are, this is your last opportunity. You saw Ashton Taylor come off the edge and put the pressure on Ransom. Just, 4-man front and unblocked. They've really done some things to lose their composure. Now they're switching. They're changing their mind to get the punt team on.
Well, you got the 2-minute timeout that's coming. You have 2 timeouts, and your defense has played well.
I agree with all of that, but they've just shown nothing. To some of the operation with the way they're doing. Look at the play clock again. They might be getting a delay of game right here again. They just get it off.
Another good punt by Tuam, and again he gets the roll. That'll die at about the 31-yard line. And we will keep it here, this epic HBCU showdown, and all the rest of the fantastic sports coverage from HBCUs that we broadcast here on HBCU Go channel is also available on the Sports.TV app. Sports.TV has the most free sports channels available. Go to Sports.TV to watch now or to download on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. So back to work goes Jackson State and their young freshman Lockhart, trying to put this one away.
If I'm Jackson State, I am running almost exclusively to the left because Bethune Cookman has not been able to stop it, and that's where they've had the most success.
They've got Ahmad Miller in there, and again they will give it to Miller, and he has a crease, and he's got 8 yards as he goes out of bounds. By the way, Steve, Jackson State has not thrown the ball since 6:37 in the third quarter. That's 17. That last one, the 17th consecutive running play.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, they've got the lead. They know they can burn clock right now. And it's worked for the most part. Last 2 drives, it's been stifled after they've gotten a first down. But if they keep on churning clock right now, just keep on running.
You see the sun settling over the backside of the stadium, creating that shadow. And again, keep it on the ground, and they'll get 4 more yards by Ahmad Miller, who has to be closing in on 100 yards on the day. Picks up 7 on that last one.
I know Bethune wants to save its timeouts, but you might be able to gain one back with the 2-minute timeout if you take one here. But Jackson State's just going to let the clock run down. I tell you, left tackle 65, Mason Barton.
Only 4 from 5. You don't get.
He might be the most impressive player we've seen today. He is absolutely handing out lessons on how to block up front all game long. He has been dominant. Sophomore out of Memphis, Tennessee, has cleared holes over and over again. You see, he is a massive player.
By the way, next Saturday, Alabama State, Alabama State hosts Arkansas Pine Bluff with possible SWAC championship implications on the line. 1 o'clock Eastern. You can see that one on the Grio right here on HBCU Go. When you look at the race that we've been tracking in the SWAC, in the East Division, Jackson State, if they hold on, they would move to 6-1. Alabama State taking on Mississippi Valley State today. They will close up in that game that we just mentioned. And Bethune Cookman, Florida Classic next week against FAMU. They would need to win out. We talk about Bethune Cookman and their championship dreams. They would need to win out, so they need to come back, win this game, and then they need all kinds of help.
Yes. They need Alabama State and Jackson State. You know, of course, it would be a loss today if they were to rally, and then Jackson State to lose next week to Alcorn. Same with Alabama State. Lose later on today and to Arkansas Pine Bluff. Have that opportunity.
Bethune Cookman, one of the things that, you know, certainly took a step forward. If you look at what they've done on the road and just how it's been such a struggle for Raymond Woody to get the W away from Daytona Beach. And this is something they have to address.
It's something they have to address, but it's not like they came out here and disgraced themselves today. I mean, right now, the game is not finished. They've had opportunities. They have played a pretty tough and challenging football game. They just had, you know, the turnover, the fumble. They've had some dropped passes, just inopportune penalties at the wrong time. You know, but it's not like they're out here embarrassing themselves in any way. But yes, you have to win on the road, which is never easy to do in the SWAC. To come into a place like Veterans Stadium here in Jackson, Mississippi, and win football games, that's not an easy thing to do, but that's what you have to do to elevate your program. And Raymond Woody has done a fantastic job of doing that, because as he told us earlier this week, typically this time of year, they're not talking about being in any type of contention, even if it's as an outsider.
And he had the formula to win. He said the only thing we can't do is beat ourselves. They had 3 fumbles last week against Grambling, and he felt like that played a big role. And then today, they have 2 more turnovers, a fumble and an interception.
On back-to-back possessions. And that's what really hurt them. Because in between them, we saw Jackson State capitalize on the fumble to take the lead, which it has right now.
So this is it. The game will be settled now. You've got this timeout, and you've got 2 timeouts by Bethune Cookman, and then that does it. So the time is now. That's Ahmad Miller.
You know, look, for Bethune Cookman, the thing that's hurt them today is just their offensive functionality. Remember, that 1 touchdown did come. It came on the kickoff return.
So they've used the timeout. So 8 seconds, lose 8 seconds there to a second down. We're going to take a break in the action. Come back with a thrilling conclusion. 21-13, Jackson State with the lead.
Help the channel out if you've been watching with me. Appreciate you, Miss TB78. She sent the donation. Appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it to help the channel. Really appreciate it. She was a donation if you've been watching with us all day. She was a donation for the game mode, please.
Okay, Jackson State off of the timeout. Rod Miller. Oh, ball's out.
Fumble, and it's recovered. What a play! Incredible recovery. That's LaJuan Lurie Jr. who comes up with the fumble. They get the play that they needed.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Lurie comes up, but it gets punched out. It looks like somebody peanut punches the ball out right here. 27. Pops the ball out.
That's Matthew McKenzie, who had the interception earlier in the game, punches it out.
Oh, McKenzie with a big-time play.
Comes up with it. LaJuan Lurie Jr. recovers it. The freshman out of Miami, Florida, comes up with a big fumble recovery. And now Cam Ransom gets a chance to come on and see if he can put together a final drive to tie up this game.
And you saw that fumble happen right in front of Jackson State's bench, and Coach T.C. Taylor, and his reaction was like, you got to be kidding.
Ransom, far side of the field, complete. He found Javon Ross, and they'll pick up the first down on the play. A pickup of 14 yards.
Well, Jackson State sat back. They only rushed 3. I thought they would bring a little bit of smoke here since Ransom's been a little unsteady in this passing game. But they only rushed 3. And we know Javon Ross, how tough of a cover he is. He finds the spot right in that zone defense, and a beautiful throw by Cam Ransom.
They're across the 50-yard line, trailing by 8. Ransom with time. Crossing route. It's Ross again, just shy of the 40-yard line. Cam Salas brings him down, pickup of 8 yards.
Right, let's see how they utilize the clock right now. Don't get too deep into the play clock. They're doing a good job so far.
Ransom, the redshirt senior out of Lakeland, Florida.
There's
ball
the pressure.
Deflected as you saw the pressure. Was that Ashton Taylor? Yeah, Ashton Taylor, the redshirt junior from Hoover, Alabama.
Delayed blitz. It was a really wise call. He's kind of waiting, and then he shows up, gets the hand up, deflects the ball. Nice play. Forces 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. Bethune Cookman 1 for 10 on 3rd down in this game. 3 receivers on the right side. Javon Ross in the slot along with Huggins.
Oh, they're blitzing.
Here comes the blitz, quick, and it's complete. It's number 4, Lorenzo Jenkins, and he's got a first down inside the 30-yard line.
That's a heck of a play by Ransom because he got hit as he threw it, and then Jenkins with the tough run after catch. You saw Taylor hit Ransom, and then Jenkins bouncing off the defender.
Picked up 14 yards on the play. Here's Ransom again. Complete underneath to Javon Ross. Gets down to about the 20-yard line when Frankie Dunn Jr.
Well, I mean, Jackson playing zone, but they're just kind of letting, they're not putting a ton of pressure.
They still have one timeout, Steve.
One timeout. We'll see when they're going to use it.
There's Ransom.
Can't take too long here. Can't take too long here.
Gets out of bounds. He lost a couple of yards on the play. Quincy Ivory over there to harass him.
You got it out of bounds to stop the clock, but you're looking at this now, 3rd and 5. You get the first down, depending on how you manage the clock. I mean, Jackson State's whole idea here is to keep them away from the sideline. They're going to try to funnel it to the middle of the field, make them burn the timeout, and then go from there.
Play clock again under 10 seconds. Under 5 seconds. Ransom finally gets it off. Time.
Oh!
Picked off! It's intercepted on the play! B.J. Washington bringing it back for the pick six! And Jackson State escapes with an 81-yard pick six to win this game.
Oh my goodness. Darren, what a play. The ball was thrown just a little high, out of the reach, and B.J. Washington is there to seal the deal. Watch the throw. Ransom, he's got time, he's buying time, sails it a little high, a little behind the receiver. And there is Washington to close the door. The third turnover by Bethune Cookman, and all of them have come back to bite them.
So B.J. Washington closes the show. Donovan Warren on for the PAT. And Jackson State gets it done. Their first home game here at the Vet since October 11th. And Bethune Cookman went toe-to-toe, but just too many turnovers, a second interception, and Washington gets it done. We'll be back after this.
Can I help you, sir? Here's the bill from the dealership where I got my car, and I'd like you to beat it with a better deal on one of these fine cars. Not how it works. At Verizon it is. Anyone can bring their AT&T or T-Mobile bill, and they'll give you a better deal. Isn't Verizon expensive? No. Better deal, best 5G network. I'll take this little red situation here. Don't call it that.
Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store for a better deal today.
On your way. You're not as cool as Verizon.
A.J. Brown is a football star, but he also has Geico like a regular person. So we had one translate.
To achieve excellence, I imagine it, manifest it, and then boom!
Yeah, he saw one of those Geico ads online, seized it. He switched to Geico.
Because Geico is like me, always open.
He means they're 24/7 claim support.
Always open.
No one can cover them, except Geico.
You're not A.J. Brown, but we'll treat you like him.
Open 24/7.
It feels good to get the star treatment. It feels good to Geico.
The biggest games, the best fans, and all the crowd-stomping plays. All the action is here. HBCU Go is your #1 home for live HBCU football. The Golden Lions of Arkansas Pine Bluff take on the Hornets of Alabama State. Saturday, November 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Presented by Crest. Smile. Crest has you covered.
And welcome back, 28-13. It was so close, but a second interception on the day by Cam Ransom. And there you see the hero, B.J. Washington, who brings it back the other way for the touchdown to put it away. And now Jackson State will move to 6-1 in the SWAC East. They can officially clinch next week with a victory in the finale when Alcorn State comes to the Vet. What a game.
What a game. And we did so many explosive plays, special teams plays, the kickoff return. But it's been little things for Bethune Cookman. It wasn't necessarily that they got out here and got manhandled. The fumbled snap, the 2 interceptions, some things getting deep into the play clock, little things that just threw them off just enough.
And it was just on the ticket, they wasn't using it, so I had to put it on the screen.
Oh, he got absolutely decked. What a hit. That was that number 11, Carmelo Jones? I think it was the kicker. Oh my goodness.
The kicker wants him? No, I don't think it was the kicker. I don't think it was the kicker on that.
Anthony
do it.
And Chuck Wu. Look at this hit.
And Chuck Wu. He gets held up. Oh, man.
Along with Venorius Cheney. What a play.
Woo, Jackson State has finished this off
with an exclamation point.
Exclamation point with a couple of them and a mind-blowing emoji. Wow. And now, but Jackson State, look, going into the finale against Alcorn, they can't think the deal is sealed. They can't have some of the penalties and some of the lapses that they had today. They've got to clean some things up. And we'll see as Cam Ransom sets up the Hail Mary.
Deep down the field. It's caught! He gets down to the 10-yard line. That's number 4, Lorenzo Jenkins, who made the catch, and that's how it will end. As Jackson State holds on. What a beginning and what an end.
What a beginning and what an end. Jared Lockhart, the freshman quarterback, played an excellent game for Jackson State. It's going to set up an interesting discussion for when Jacobian Morgan, the standout, comes back next week to see what they're going to do that way. But I love seeing this. T.C. Taylor, Raymond Woody, they coached really good games. They got their teams to play at the right times. You get some things to clean up.
Tremendous respect for one another. 2 alum that were greats at their respective universities. And wow, T.C. Taylor, his team, their ability to run the football is a game changer. When they needed to settle down, they went to their bread and butter. And then their defense closes the show with that huge interception pick 6 by B.J. Washington. And that guy, Ahmad Miller, on his way to a 1,000-yard season. Bethune Cookman will close things out next week in the Florida Classic. Let's go downstairs. Nia Simone's got a very special guest.
Hey, guys, I'm here with P.J. Washington. I mean, P.J., that was a huge pick 6, but this was a fight.
Yeah.
Talk about just the momentum throughout this game.
In my opinion, we played hard, and it was all about finishing the game. And that's what we did. We just came out here and finished the game. That's it.
All right. You came back and finished the game. And speaking of, you have a huge rivalry game against Alcorn State. You want to win out for this. What's the mindset going into Alcorn next week?
Go in, lock in, and treat them like any other team we've treated on the schedule this year. And dominate them the way we went into every week.
All right, PJ, congratulations on the win. Go celebrate with your team, man.
Have a good one.
Thank you very much, Nate. What a play. What a game. And Jackson State, you look at the scenario in the SWAC East. So now 6-1. We'll look at Alabama State, who's gotten started against Mississippi Valley State. And they will finish up in a game that you can see on HBCU Go next week against Arkansas Pine Bluff. And then Bethune-Cookman in the Florida Classic to finish things out. And you know, everybody will look at Jackson State. They're churning along as we pretty much expected. But I want to ask you about Bethune-Cookman. What do you make of what they've done this season?
Well, look, they finished better. They haven't finished, but their record is better than we've seen it in years. I mean, they've established some relevance. Now it is up to Raymond Woody and his staff to continue to develop, to try to retain some of this talent, you know, to figure what they're going to do moving forward at quarterback. They've got two seniors at quarterback. But again, just establishing, if you can establish a culture, that's the hardest thing to do in college. Jackson State's got a culture. You know, if you come to Jackson State, there's players here. You're going to run the football. You better be tough because there's someone behind you who will take your spot if you're not. If they can do that at Bethune-Cookman, then they're going to continue to make hay. But we've seen some great things for Raymond Woody. They should not feel bad about the way they played today because it truly was just a handful of plays which cost them this game.
It's interesting. You talk about a program. Jackson State not only has a program, they have a standard. They have a dominance. They are the standard in black college football. They don't expect to win. They expect to dominate, and they did. They closed it out on defense. They are a complete team as you look at B.J. Washington and what he was able to do today to close the show.
Yeah, and again, their defense, they did not give up an offensive touchdown. Remember, the one touchdown that was allowed was done on a kickoff return.
And next week they get Jacobian Morgan back, likely. He took the boot off today. We saw before the game working out. So You know, this is it's a good performance by Jackson State, but they have some work left to do. And then, of course, we will see what happens in the SWAC West. Once again, the final score is 28-13. Next Saturday, it's Arkansas Pine Bluff at Alabama State, 1 Eastern on the Grio. Steve Weich, Priya Simone, and our entire HBCU Go crew. I'm Darren Horton saying so long from Jackson, Mississippi.
Coach Cedric Thomas running down the sideline appeared to be signaling timeout. The clock stopped momentarily, and then it started up again. So,
because if there's only 3.1 seconds remaining, Alcorn's going to have to go for a field goal here.
Absolutely.
So about a 33, 34-yard field goal attempt here for Alcorn State University. Lorenzo Garcia on to kick. Trying to extend this Alcorn lead to 2 touchdowns. .1 remaining.
I'm sure he's going to miss this. That's 2 hours out of his
The
range.
kick is up. No good as time expires here in the first half of play. So Alcorn will go into the halftime locker room on top 14-3 over the Grambling Tigers.
Yeah, great first half for the Braves. Despite that missed field goal at the end of the half, they really dominated this entire half of football. Tolbert had an excellent first half, 18 of 21, 116 yards. Davis on the ground, 47 yards and a touchdown. Jacorian Sewell with a touchdown as well. So all around, great first half for the Braves, and Grambling's going to have a lot of discussion to do here at halftime.
And Coach Joseph, he was talking to the officials at halftime, just wondering why the clock stopped. And we'll be going down on the field here momentarily. Faith Daniels here with Coach Thomas. Take it away.
Now, Coach, you guys are up 14-3. You've been able to hold Grambling to 3 points. What have you liked about the execution from your team in this first half?
Just getting off the field on third down. You know, it's been kind of one of the staples, things that we wanted to get corrected. So still got a second half to go, but if we can keep this rate up, then I think we got a good chance of finishing up strong.
Now, you guys have made a lot of adjustments just this season. What are you going to look from your team for the second half in order to get this win?
Just a more to combat mentality. We got to finish them. You know, we've been up a lot of halves and not been able to finish games. So we got to do a good job to make sure we can finish this football game.
Thank you so much. Back to you, Santoria.
14-3 our score. When we come back, the Pepsi halftime
Well,
show.
that's
The
gonna be
World
it for
Bank
me,
Tiger
man.
Marching Band coming up.
Appreciate y'all for rocking with me today. Anybody got any last-minute donations they want to send? Dollar sign go to him. I appreciate everybody rocking with me.
To the city of Atlanta.
I might come back a little later, do another game later.
14th, as all 12
I gotta
teams
lock
on
into
both
these days
sides
right
look
now.
to bring home championship titles. This
Until next time, make sure you like the stream,
scheduled to
share
be
the
held at
stream, all
Gateway
that. Like the
Center
stream before you go. You watch, it's 800 people watching right now. Hit the like button, brother. Share it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got some new stuff coming out. You want to become a member? Got a pin to become a member of the channel. We got some members only stuff coming
the traditional
real
way,
soon.
starting with
Do
whole
that for
corn
me.
kernels for our masa.
Like the
crafted for that
stream, share the
perfect crunch in
stream.
every bite.
On
With
all
no artificial
platforms,
flavors,
Swac'n,
colors, or
everything, Instagram,
preservatives.
social media,
Tostitos.
Facebook,
Tradition
everything.
matters.
We out.
We are exactly what you think.